All right, here we go. We are now in Brojo's account. And I will give him a couple minutes to show up because I believe he wants to watch this live. Got a shout out in the chat, obviously. I'm going to start taking a look though. And I will switch to the gear clone screen so that you guys can get a better look at the gear. Kind of see what builds look like. You can check Great Hall too. Props Brojo for hitting accuracy first. I think crit damage is really important now, but accuracy is kind of a oldie but goodie. Interesting that we got max on force. I wonder why. Maybe Nari? Welcome, Brojo. Just taking a quick look to kind of get a little bit of a feel for what the builds and the gear look like on the account now, just to try to make sure I'm familiar with what stage we're cleansing for. Also, nice Tila. Kind of jealous. I'm assuming that's one of the champs you want to gear for Hydra. Well, they can't be. Yeah, this vault is unbuilt, peeps. Do you have multiple Trenda? No. I guess when you got Jorgid, you don't really need to be fussed to build Trenda quickly. All right, so let me see. Took a peek at the Great Hall. I'm gonna look at a few more builds. Let's see. Okay, maybe not on him. Yeah, you said mostly in the vaults. It's okay. So, and none of this, by the way, I just want to state it. It's probably not quite necessary, but none of this is a roast of your account. If I make a comment that seems like that, it might just be viewing it from a different place in the game. But your account looks good, especially at like level 72. I think you were. I would kill for a Solus. Seeing your comment in the chat, I would really, really like. And the funny thing is I probably wouldn't even stack him out for PvP. I'd probably use him in like a brutal Hydra team. Debuff extension and I think 2 skills that do provoke plus a huge hit. He would be fucking awesome. Nice. Who's your fastest champion? Is it Lysandra? It's got to be. You don't have any other, but I'm not seeing any speed champions here. And then below is 550. There's no way. Yeah. Nice. Why is it selecting her? Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I think I kind of got an idea for what you'd be looking for in gear. So I'm assuming, unless you tell me not to, I'm going to try to obviously get to all this. Yeah, about 200 pieces. Nice. Maneater and Duchess. Let me look at Duchess real quick. Okay. Okay. And then I'm not planning to. Yeah, for sure. I will be making it a point to try to do that, bro, Joe. I'm not going to keep any 4-star gear. If you say something different, I'm going to obviously respect that it's your account. But I see absolutely no reason to keep one single piece of 4-star gear. I won't like rip it off champions or anything that costs you silver, because you can easily do that. But I saw some like 3 and 4-star pieces from Forge. Maybe you were just trying to do daily challenges or burn it for CVC, but we don't want those pieces. Obviously, got to get to them through the other ones in the inbox. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I'll go ahead and grab this for you as I see them, but I won't be doing anything in the account besides the gear cleanse. How is the I assume mic volume is good because these are the same mic settings I used to record, but just let me know, I guess, about the music. I do want it to be really quiet. But I guess it could be too quiet, but definitely let me know if it's too loud. You should be able to hear a little faint bit of lo-fi music. And I guess I'll just go ahead and get started. I probably don't want to like lay out a bunch of rules at the beginning, because I feel like there's so many. Oh, you don't hear any music. Interesting. Oh, it looks like, yeah, hold on. Let me figure out why. Cut myself off right in the middle of explaining something. Sorry for that notification sound. I think I might have turned it down too low. What about now? Faintly? How about that? I think you can hear it now. If it's really quiet, that's fine. Just a little bit of distraction from the silence as far as audio. Okay, well, it should be coming through. I'm seeing it on the stream is a little bit latent, so I'll give you a sec. If you don't hear any in a little bit, I will. Okay. That's all right. I'll turn it up a little bit more. Actually, let me just turn it up a little bit loud just to see. If you can hear that now, then I will just turn it down and realize your speaker may not be able to hear it when it's low, but I just want to make sure that the audio does come through when it's loud enough. That's really weird. Okay, well, I guess I'm just jamming myself then. Why would it not be coming through? Let me see if I can get someone to jump in the stream real quick and tell me if it's audible for anyone else. One sec. All right, well, I'm just going to move forward for now. Maybe he'll get back to me on it. So the reason that I'm not going to go over a lot of rules for gear is that some of them you may know, and then some of them are situational or context-based, where it's like it kind of depends on the set. And I'm definitely going to keep in mind, the level of account that we're dealing with, just because the more you play the game, the better gear you have, the more gear you have, and the more you're able to do things like be picky based on something not necessarily fitting in the set. The stage that I'm seeing your account at, you're looking for pieces in general, almost like offset first. And then if you happen to find any gems within a set, that's just an added bonus. So I will go through just new first. That's just what I tend to do. Definitely not. We're not keeping flat stat. There are a couple exceptions. That looks like a decent piece. We're going to see how it rolls. Don't really want this. There's just not a lot of synergy there. It's a very low. I guess it's not a very low. It's a 5-star, so it's a low for 5-star initial roll of crit damage, and this is not really a damage set anyway. That doesn't seem like a thrilling piece. That one might have some utility. I'll hold on to that for a sec. Some of these I'm just going to see how they roll because I tend to check on the rolls more so than oversell right at the beginning. Don't need to explain about the flat stat. I know you know that. Flat stat, main stats. Some examples I can think of off the top of my head are speed. You want speed substats. You do not care what the main stat is. Obviously, boots are an exception because in the speed set, you not only want, but you don't want any flat stat boots ever, because in speed set, when you're emphasizing speed over main stat, you just want a speed stat boot. So, but like chest plates and gloves can be a bad flat stat if they get speed and then maybe they double roll, or if you're really lucky, triple or quad. Those can become very valuable pieces on your account. But aside from that, and maybe like if you're really trying to milk stone skin because you don't have a lot to choose from or whatever right now, most sets, far and away, the general rule is that you get rid of middle row right here, gloves, chest, boots that are flat stats. But that's pretty common knowledge, I think. I don't like that roll, but you need speed and accuracy. From what I could see, is those are both good things for your account right now. So I'm going to see. Okay. So I like this at 8, having rolled these stats. Let's go ahead and roll it to 12 and evaluate when it goes to 12. That's what I did not want to do that. I think that this piece is worth keeping for now for you, because speed and attack in this set that boosts your HP a little bit, this could be useful to give somebody, it's a 2-piece set, a little bit of HP, a little bit of a heal. But this is basically like probably an offset attack debuffer piece. That one's kind of on the fence, but I'm going to try to be gentle with the gear cleanse. Okay, thank you for the update on music. I'm going to try to be gentle with the gear cleanse based on what it is. That I'm not going to be gentle with. That we don't want that roll. This is a 5-star piece. We wanted to at least roll a 6 because it started with a 5. It did not. It rolled another 5. And HP is just kind of this piece with it having attack and crit rate. HP is not bad for attack champions, but we don't want it to roll HP because now the attack is kind of pointless. If it had rolled attack or crit rate or both, then you could just let the non-rolled HP boost your attack champion's HP a little bit, which is desirable, but now it's not good. Hoping this hits speed. Okay, awesome. Really awesome. Okay, so the attack percentage substat here, let's see, would it work on a Magnar? I wouldn't keep it because with Magnar, you want, bear with me. I'll try to not go too fast, but the stream is a little bit delayed, so the chats come through a little bit delayed. But with Magnar, you want a ton of HP, so you don't really want it to roll a low roll of HP like that and have attack, which doesn't benefit him at all. And, maybe you roll it to 12 and it doesn't even hit crit rate at all. So if it had been like a piece that rolled crit rate first and maybe even second, and then the third was HP, then maybe you just ignore the unrolled attack percentage and then it would be good for Magnar. But as it was, I'm not thrilled that piece rolled a low roll at all. And the fact that it low rolled, in Magnar's case, his main damage stat, not a fan. Like, it's just the pieces, it's not going to be that valuable as a piece now. This one this is great so far. Trying to think what the best practice is for, honestly, here's what I'm going to do. And feel free to give me any feedback in the chat as you see fit or as you would like to. I'm keeping this piece on my account, so I don't feel the need to roll it to 12. I'm going to try to save you some silver because it really doesn't matter what it hits past this point. Ideally, it hits anything but attack percentage, but this is an awesome piece. So this is definitely staying. I don't see the need to roll it to 12 just to go, yep, we're going to keep it still. So yeah. But I guess I'll just go through and kind of, I usually on my own account would go by like maybe like top row, weapon, helmet, shield. But I think just to make sure that I get a feel, I'm going to keep it just kind of one at a time, looking through the pieces, because I want to see like what you have in sets and kind of compare. Sometimes if a piece doesn't look amazing, but it's the best piece you have of its type in that set, it might be good to hold on to it for now because you can always sell it later. But definitely we want to get rid of the like fringe pieces or the bad pieces. This one, that's a lot of HP in an HP set, so I think leave that. I don't like this one at all. I think this is a bad value because it's one roll of HP and one roll of resistance. It's not too hard to make up either of those things, and you got to get 8 more levels of silver out of it with complete mystery stats. I don't think we keep this one. Looking at the stats is not terrible. It's not great, but it really low roll crit rate. Really low. I don't see this piece being useful. 17 resist is so little resist, and this piece doesn't lend itself to being in a resist build anyway. I personally have like maybe no pieces of life. It's just not a good set. Trying to think this one for your account. The high roll here is 12 speed. It rolled the highest roll of speed, but 14 crit rate. I think we go with no on this piece. For me, I would insta sell it on my account, but I just think that not even max crit rate on a single roll. Again, I'm not against keeping good rare. I'm not one of the proponents of all 6-star rare pieces are bad. That's not the case, but you can be a lot harder on 6-star rare top row, meaning helmet, shield, and helmet, shield, and weapon. Excuse me, because if it doesn't double, you got 2 single rolls and you don't know what the third and fourth roll are going to be. It's just really not worth the silver. That's an okay piece. This one, I liked it. One off of max speed. Max speed would be 12. If it rolled 12, that would be as much as it could roll for one. I can't remember. Is it 12? I can't remember what the max, I think it's 12. Pretty sure resistance starts at 12. So 36 will be max roll here. This is really close. It's only 2 off. And this piece has synergy. In the health set, HP percentage main stat gloves, those are really only going to go on people who you're trying to make very tanky, like a support. Speed is good for support. Resist is good for support. Honestly, if you roll it to 16 and it rolls accuracy, that's probably about the best thing it can roll. It's got a little bit of defense percentage that you can glyph. So let me actually revisit. I want to know why the music's not coming through. The mic clearly is. Ah. Maybe. One second. I'm just trying to address this. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even mean to switch to what the heck. I didn't mean to switch to that screen. Sorry. Let's see. Let me check one more thing. Oh, you can hear the music? Okay. Wait, is it gone again? You said it's gone. It's gone now. The stream lag sucks. Yeah, I have. Okay, so I was right. It's 12. I have most of them memorized. Accuracy and resistance. I had gotten confused at one point with what the glyph or the glyph values are. Just remember when you respond in a chat that it's very delayed, so I may not remember exactly what it is you're responding to. Just give me a little bit of context, but I'm going to lower the volume a little bit now. I think that's kind of the volume I'm looking for. Yeah, I guess I don't want to wait around and have too much dead space in the stream, so I'll just look for your comments about the music as they come through. But yeah, so we're gonna keep these gauntlets. This is a pretty terrible chest plate. Double roll of attack percentage really doesn't help you at all on a defense percentage chest plate. Flat HP and crit damage with flat attack. This is not a good piece. I'm gonna get rid of that one. For the sake of where you're at, I will go easy on speed boots for now, but my suggestion is you try to get rid of both of these, but I'm going to leave them for now. I'm going to do the best I can. That's nice. It's supposed to be a bit higher, but it's a triple in an attack set. We're definitely keeping that for now. We're not keeping defense percentage in this set, especially not 2 single rolls on a rare piece. I'll leave that. If you haven't outgrown this piece already, you're going to outgrow it soon, because this is supposed to be at least 12, and then you got 14 on a double roll versus 11 on a single roll. That's pretty tough. Nice. Definitely leave triples of speed for now. That's usable for you, I think, and it's at 16. Don't like singles and single rolls on rare pieces. I think this piece is bringing incredibly minimal value, so we're going to sell this. 12 speed is so low for a double roll, and 13% crit damage is so low for a double roll. And if this were in a set that could be used by someone like a Magnar, I would consider. I'd be very kind of against keeping it, but I would consider keeping it. But being a shield and being in an attack champion set, this is not good as an off piece. It might be okay in some perfect set for the champion that it would be for, but that's just another. Yeah, these are not good. You don't want a double roll of speed hitting 12. That's like a triple value of 4. Initial roll 4, then 4, then 4. Gonna sell that one. This is okay, given that it's in the attack set, and I'm not going to overemphasize sets. I'm just trying to kind of explain as I go along when the set is a relevant factor in keeping it. There will be times that we keep offset pieces because they're good regardless of the set. But this one does synergize with the set somewhat. You have a lot of attack champions that do debuffs, a lot of attack-based debuffers, both ways. A straight-up nuker that does debuffs, or a debuffer that scales off of attack. 20% crit rate is 1 off of max roll on this. You obviously already have it leveled to 16, so there is a bit of sunk cost in this. Definitely don't want to throw away decent or good pieces that have had this much silver invested in them. And then attack is low. You want that to be 14, but I don't know what the starting roll was. It could have been as low as 5, I believe. So it's like, it could be a better piece, but I think it has enough synergy that you keep it for now. This is not good at all. You're going to not be building resistance on attack champions for quite some time. Let me think about it outside the set, though. I really don't like 16 accuracy, but 31 resist is not bad for a 5-star. I think I'll let you hold on to this. The speed boots are pretty valuable, especially around level 70. I will check. So I'm going to go ahead and sell. Let's see, yeah. Go ahead and sell that. And we will check. I'm going to go very intentionally and check on what might roll speed if gear has speed for your account, because I think you need a lot of speed right now. Yes. Thank you for reminding me on the nukers. But I'm definitely going to work with all the different types of nukers, because you could pull one at any point. You happen to already have it, but even an account that doesn't have a good nuker of a type, you don't throw away the gear just because you don't have a nuker. That's bad practice, but I hear you on that. Let's see if it rolls speed. This piece is not good enough. If it doesn't roll speed, if it doesn't roll speed on the first roll, this is not a good piece. If it does, then you can see if it doubles or quad speed, but this is attack. This is not, so offset piece, this is not high value because it's a low, well, it's middle. Actually, wait, let me cross-reference 5-star pieces real quick. 5-star. Okay, so it's actually a high roll of attack, but it's a mid roll of crit rate. Yeah, just making sure I was right. Mid roll of crit rate, 5-star rare piece, almost an insta sell in the top row. Exceptions could be speed, especially, and then stats that maybe are very synergistic with the set that they're in, but this isn't synergistic with the set at all, and it doesn't have a lot of value as an offset piece, so it's gone. I can see some value for you in this shield. It's not super impressive, but it's at 16, and I can see some value, so I'm going to leave it. I do not. I guess let's actually try to roll this one. Let's just see. What is this? I know this is a different one. Okay, so this is an offset piece for you, but I can see some use there. This is an interesting piece. Attack percentage gloves are not particularly useful, but you could maybe use this if you don't have better gloves on a bomb champion. I think what I'll do is go through the sets, and I'll speed it up as I go along. I won't repeat myself on every single point that I touch on multiple times, but I'll go through each set. I'll speed up as I go, and then go back and maybe compare, like for this, for example, look at all your attack percentage gloves, because you don't really need that many. And if you have ones that are remarkably better than this, the only thing that sucks is it did get ascended, but it's just not like, not a long-term value piece. Yeah, true. Okay, let me do that. I was thinking about not covering the... Yeah, I guess there's nothing really this goes on that. Let's see. Yeah, this doesn't really block anything important. Cool. So anyway, let's check if these hit accuracy or defense percentage. Okay, so that's high on defense percentage. Yeah. Not a fan of that. You want to get more value out of a piece that has no speed than that. You can see about this one, given the set that it's in. The faster, you're not at that point yet, but the faster that you can grow out of 5-star pieces, the better. I still have 5-star pieces on my account for sure, But I think that's okay. I think I leave that for now because from my brief evaluation of the account, there's an emphasis for you in needing accuracy and speed right now. So even though 4 is not a great roll of speed, actually let's see what it rolls. If it rolls crit damage at 12 though, I think it's a throwaway. Okay, wow, just a triple accuracy piece on defense percentage and defense set that got substantially better for you when it hit level 12. This has synergy with the set and synergy within the piece, so I'm leaving that. This, you can be really picky with defense percentage boots, and this, I think this is not it. I'll just see if it high rolls crit rate, but if it doesn't, it's definitely gone. Yeah, it didn't roll it at all. Trash piece. All right, speed boots we're leaving for the most part. Not a good piece. All right, now speed. As I said, through all the sets, I'm going to look for pieces that are good offset. But speed, you really just want speed. Accuracy is also good. And then I guess defensive stats for when you have speed sets on support champions. But I'm pretty much going to leave all ones that have speed. This is a triple, but it's really low. I'll leave it because of the value of what it is. The value of the rolls is bad. The value of 23% attack for you in this set right now is probably pretty damn good. But like, yeah, see? 3 rolls, 4% more than 2 rolls. I think this piece has potential on a nuker. I'm going to leave that. We really hope this one doubles speed. Damn it. I think we got to give it a chance to hit speed. Speed set, I feel like, is the one that I might make an exception. We're going to see what this rolls at 12. If it's a bad roll at 12, it's probably just gone because you have pieces. No, that's not a bad. So I'll leave that. This is the kind of piece that I think you could find a use for. Probably never really take it past unless it ends up in the perfect slot on a build for a really good champion. You maybe never take this one past 12 and then you sell this later. But for now, I think that has some value for you on a couple different potential builds. This piece has synergy. I'm going to leave this for you right now. This is not a good piece. This is not a good piece. That's in the speed set, just HP and accuracy. Only 1 roll of accuracy is just, that's not a keep. This is not a keep either. That is a keep for now. No. Sell these. I kind of want to sit on this piece for 1 sec. Give me your thoughts on this piece, because I have my thoughts on this piece, but I want to do my best to put my mind frame at level 72 with the gear you're working with and the player power you're working with. Excuse me. If you're on the fence with this piece at all, I think you sell. If you're kind of looking at it like I hope he doesn't sell, just say so in the chat. I'm going to move on until I get your response because, like I said, I don't want to hold things up. This is not a good piece. Terrible synergy. All right, well, with that accuracy and, a roll of speed, even though it's a bad one, I'll leave it for you, the weapon. That's good. 14 speed is kind of where I want the floor to be, but it has okay synergy. Accuracy on speed set is good, and then it at least gives you the option to give a little boost to an attack champion or to a defensive champion / champion that needs defense, like a support. This piece is not it. I probably don't want to roll accuracy in this set on a 5-star piece unless it has speed. Then I might roll it. But on a 6-star piece, especially in Epic, it might be different because you might get a triple in accuracy or something like that. But kind of being harder on the 5-star pieces. Don't want this piece. No speed, no speed. Oh, speed, okay. So this one I'm going to sit on for a second, see what the pieces that you do have in the set that have speed look like. Yeah, maybe a Madam, especially if you have a Madam that, we're hoping this hits speed, but the piece has synergy no matter what it hits. Okay, all right, cool. I would love to be hard on 5-star. So this is one off max roll for 5-star. If it doesn't hit speed here, it's gone. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to be harder on 5-star now. Cool. Just going to see if this happens to get a decent triple of speed. If it doesn't hit speed right now, it's gone. It's gone. You can get so much more value out of crit rate and crit damage on a 6-star piece that the rolls on 5-star pieces for that set in particular are so bad. Because I think it's because it's a fixed value for crit rate and crit damage versus speed. It's like, okay, the piece has 14 speed versus 18 speed versus 22 speed, whatever. You can kind of find uses for all of that. It's hard to find uses for a piece that has rolls on crit damage or crit rate, but they're just terrible rolls. Let's see if we can get some speed rolls here. No, that's okay. If it rolls speed here, we roll it to 12. If not, it's gone. It's gone. I think you act very forgiving, if you will, on pieces. Not this piece, that's just too fucking low. But be very forgiving on the speed set when it has speed. Just give it a shot. You never know when you're going to get a perfect high triple or whatnot. Not on one that starts low on a 5-star rare piece though. That's really, really bad. That's an okay piece. It's okay. I think it's worth keeping. There you go. Okay, there you go. That's nice. That's really nice for a defense champion, a defensive nuker. 3 off of max, which in a value of 7 per roll, just probably means that mid rolled 3 times. But yeah, I like that piece a lot. This piece I do not like at all. We're definitely getting rid of that piece. That's a 5-star bummer is what that is. That's not keeping 9% crit rate. Jesus, that piece is nope, not keeping that. That's a terrible. Just go ahead and adopt my rule that we do not keep rolls that hit speed and stay at 8, especially when there's no more chance for it to hit speed. There's another 14. You got glyphs on that, so that's definitely staying. The fact that you've invested in this piece is now, you can just view it as a 17 speed piece. Obviously, you already invested the glyph. If it didn't have a glyph, it might be different. You look at glyphing better pieces than this, but it's got the glyph, so that's staying. This piece is not good, so we're going to sell that. What's up, Thoughtful? I kind of like it, to be honest. The part that gets me is whenever I feel like I don't have the time and I just have to make the time to do it. But the act of gear cleansing isn't that offensive to me. And I really wanted these to have speed. This is one because it's legendary. The stats I'm looking at, and this is probably obvious since it has, a low roll of HP and 2 flat stats, I'm only looking at it to hit accuracy. I'm going to give it one chance. If it doesn't hit accuracy on the first one, it's gone. It's just, this is not that valuable in this set. You're going to have way better options, and you have a ton of chances to roll this kind of piece on, where you can get doubles or trips in accuracy and perception, and it's going to be better because you get a way better set bonus. If it has no speed in this set, we're going to be very hard on it, so that one's gone. Brojo, if you don't mind, expand on that comment a little bit. I know you're referring to when I was talking about the kind of the values of crit when there's the potential for it to roll in the piece, and it does roll and it rolls low, and you're dealing with wicked low rolls. And part of that is from my experience of having pieces that I held for a while, and they just never, even by the optimizer, they never, ever, ever got selected because it's like the percentage value for low rolls and crit rate and crit damage. But I think especially crit rate. It's like crit damage. You want that to be high rolls because you want to stack as much crit damage on champions where you're looking for it as you can. But crit rate, you need to hit 100, like 95+% of the time. And the lower that your rolls are, the worse off you are with that piece giving you, some contribution toward crit rate, but not enough to justify kind of its existence. Tell me, like I said, we won't keep doing this throughout the cleanse, but for you, tell me what you want to do with a piece like this, because this is an instant sell to me, even for your account. But that's just, I guess, let me know, do you want my advice / my guidance on these types of pieces, or do you want me to kind of ask you where you stand and you go with your gut? I'm happy to do either one. I want you to, get what you want out of this experience, but I think this is a sell just because that's not even a good roll of crit damage. There's nothing redeemable below crit damage, as this is a rare piece, and you probably want to have at least a triple in crit damage to keep a crit rate piece. Or you want to have things like speed and accuracy on a crit rate piece for a champion that you're not doing crit damage, but you want to give them crit rate just to get a little bit more pop out of like an attack-based debuffer or such. Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll do that. Crit gloves and speed boots. All right. No, absolutely not. Not a good piece. Very low speed. No chance to roll more speed. This stat, is useless for the most part for 99% of scenarios with that main stat. So this is basically 2 dead rolls, and it didn't even roll high rolls of that, so that's gone. No. I'll leave this because you invested glyphs in the speed, so this is now, a 13 speed piece. But you're going to outgrow that piece quickly. Not keeping this. 3 rolls in 2 different types of attack substats on a defense percentage and no speed at all. So that's gone. That's not good enough for it to roll a low roll of speed on a 6-star piece and single. With the piece being rare, that's gone. If you're going to have an accuracy chest plate in this set, it needs to have speed. That's not true for all sets, but that's true for this set. This set needs to have speed because it's too easy to get an accuracy chest plate, or accuracy chest plate out of the million pieces of perception you'll eventually forge. Not a good piece. No synergy here. It doesn't have speed, crit rate, or crit damage, which you want on an attack percentage chest plate. And within this, that's talking about it as an offset piece. Within this set, you want it to have speed, so it doesn't tick the boxes for offset piece or for inset piece. 13 speed, very little synergy on this piece. I think this is a sell. I don't think you're building people in resist chest plates right now. And this is not, like I said, you want to, especially with it having a roll on a stat that's very unlikely to help you, and not having synergy between substats and main stat. 13, you want to start at 14. 14, and eventually you want to kind of focus on double rolls, at least on 6-star pieces, which will get you at 16 and up. Yeah, no problem at all. As I said, it's not a roast, not picking at your account in the slightest. I'm just trying to be educational and not just click through and you basically watch me silently gear cleanse. This piece is not good either. This piece is not good, but it's speed boots. So, slow down. The synergy between main stat and substats and the rolls and the fact that it's rare are not good. The fact that it is a level 16 pair of speed boots in the speed set is good, so I'm going to leave it, especially for something like Clan Boss. Right, so if you have somebody like Nari or Ukko Python Duchess, you got to have more speed than that. And you want to have more synergy, like what you're looking for. And it took me a while to find this out. I found out a lot of what I know or what I practice about gear cleanse just through experience. And that piece, just for the teaching moment, this, even though this is speed boots, you have not rolled it. This piece is not good enough to keep. You'll get more speed boots. So let me find the piece real quick. I believe it was this one, so we can see the stats again. If it were with Nari, Ukko, Duchess, Python in mind, and it had different substats than crit damage and attack percentage with the speed, then I think it's a for sure keep. 13 speed is not ideal, but you're looking at both things. You're looking at the value of the speed and speed set, bad but usable. The main stat, nothing wrong with the resistance chest plate, even though you're probably not building a lot of those right this moment. But the fact that it's a bad roll of speed or two bad rolls of speed, and then the other two substats, including one that got a roll already, attack percentage, are not synergistic with the main stat or with the speed, it's gone. If this, let's say this was a 5-star piece just like it is and had rolled 2 rolls into speed that equal 13 just like it has, and then this was HP and defense percentage, or I guess that's really all you would want for the champions that you mentioned, but it could even have like accuracy for someone like, Ukko or Nari. Not for Python or Duchess, but anyway, those things will make it much more valuable. The fact of all of the factors added together makes this piece a no-go. I don't think this set's not worth it to keep a piece like this that is a 5-star rare piece. 5-star rare top row, we're going to be very hard on. It's just most of the time they're useless. This is not a good piece. This set, I think, I used to kind of like this set early game, and as I have given this set a chance, it's become more and more disappointing to me. So we're going to look, offset pieces and all that, but this is just not good rolls of accuracy, not a good roll of defense. Flat attack is the remaining stat, not a good piece. No, you don't be asking. Feel free to ask any questions that you want to. The thing is that Galkabar, there's no way. I assume that he's not an attack based. Like I'm assuming he's not an attack based support. That his damage is not. But even if it is, you're not going to be building crit rate or attack percentage onto him. There's no way. So again, you want to be hard on the pieces that have a little bit of promise, but have that thing keeping them from actually being decent. If it had better rolls of speed, or if it were 6-star and therefore all the stats were higher and all the rolls were higher, maybe. But being a 5-star, that's capping the amount of resistance you can get. If you're building resistance on a champion, you're going to get to the point very soon, if you're not there now, where you're legitimately building resistance on a champion. You're not trying to hit 200 resistance. You're trying to hit 450. You're trying to hit 500. It's hard to do that with a 5-star chest plate, but I'm a believer that there are sometimes exceptional pieces, but those pieces can't have subpar substats. They have to be exceptional pieces because of the substats, and that makes them being 5-star okay. That one's not like that. I'm glad to be able to enlighten anybody who needs to learn this stuff. That's what I'm here for. That's what this stream is for. This is a very kind of, I'm trying to think how to, I was going to say poorly covered, but I don't think that that's true, because I certainly am not trying to trash content creators who have taken their time to go in depth about gear cleanses. It's just not like covered a lot. There's not a quantity of good advice. There's some mediocre advice. There's some in-game advice. There's some quick and dirty gear cleanse advice, but that's not always easily applicable going and watching a video to somebody who's in the early game or mid game. I remember having a lot of negative or, subpar experiences with kind of trying to ask questions as a new player. So that's kind of my goal with the channel. Definitely my goal with a stream like this is to be inclusive, be encouraging, and explain that there's a lot that goes into this. It's okay to operate with the limited knowledge that a player may have at a certain level, but I don't want people to just kind of think that this is simple, or to conversely think that it's too hard and that, only elite level players that have played the game for 3 years can understand it. Anybody can understand it, but it's not overly simple at the same time. I'll leave that for you right now. You use the optimizer. This is not a great piece, but at least these two stats match. And with it being a crit rate with 14 speed, there's a chance that you may actually, we'll see. You said be hard on 5-star pieces, so I'm going to be hard on 5-star pieces. Looking at it hard on 5-star pieces, we're going to toss it, because this is potentially a lot of silver for you to take it to 16. I don't know that it holds a lot of value as a 5-star piece, just like this in this set. I really wish you had this helmet in speed set, to be honest. Yes, that's true. That's true, thoughtful. Okay, so looking at this piece, not thrilled, but because it's a 6-star legendary, we're going to see if it hits things that you can use right now. Looking for a double. I'm just going to literally go ahead and roll it to 8 right out of the gate. If it rolls a double, we're going to evaluate the double. If it doesn't, it's gone. There's not enough synergy on this piece. So that's the one way that 2 singles. I wish that this piece had speed. Because it doesn't have speed, we're going to toss it. It's not in a useful set as an off piece or an offset piece. We want it to have speed. It does not. Looking for any pieces that have accuracy and resistance and speed, and it rolls any 2 of those 3, that's a valuable piece. I don't think this piece is. Let's just to kind of give it a thorough shake. I'm going to roll this to 12. I've obviously been kind of not rolling everything to 12. Don't want to waste silver. We don't need to. But if it doubles one of these, we're just going to kind of see what the roll is like. No. So with it having done that, we're going to ditch it. If it doubled accuracy or resistance, that could be an intriguing piece for somebody who's slower, for somebody that you can find the speed on other pieces, but not like that. With those rolls, it's not. That piece is not good. This piece is not good. 5-star unrolled 5-star rare pieces are almost universally gone, seriously, when they're a helmet or a weapon or a shield. You have to be really early in the game for that not to be the case. I'm happy to answer any questions in chat about accounts lower level than this. Brojo's account is level 72, I believe. But for now, the comments I'm making are specific to Brojo's account. If anybody has questions about farther advanced or less advanced than this account, please feel free to ask. But for now, we're going to cover his. This I'll leave because crit rate in the crit rate set, rolled HP percentage and speed. It's not the best piece in the world, but it's leveled to 16 and it does have some synergy. This one I'm not going to keep. This is not going to be that helpful. If it had rolled these 2 rolls on crit damage and attack, decent piece. As it is, 5-star piece, no rolls of crit damage, just this initial, whatever. No. Okay. It's funny because I said earlier you can go hard on defense percentage boots. This is a good defense percentage boot. Seriously, quite good. So we're keeping that for sure. And the set works. It has synergy within the set, but you could also use it as an offset piece. You're not going to need many defense percentage boots on your account at all, but these are pretty damn decent. Let me catch up on chat. I saw a few messages come through. That's what I got. I'm reading your comment. I don't need pure speed on non-speed sets at the moment, Brojo. That's as I was thinking about it, because like I said, trying to make sure it takes a little bit to get out of a level 100 account to a level 72 and kind of put myself back in those shoes and evaluate the gear as such. So bear with me if I sometimes am like, okay, this piece is good compared to what I've been seeing, and then I reevaluate and I kind of like double take in my mind and I'm like, actually, you know what? Not really. And that's kind of what I did. I got to where you were with this comment when you said you don't need pure speed and non-speed sets. It just, at first I was like, okay, this is a higher speed, value than I've been seeing. And then on second thought, no, that piece is not a keeper. Said, only someone like a Boro wants that split, right? No, not at all. For you right now, probably yes. But wouldn't the other glove be better? The Epic. This one? 100%. If that's what you're asking. This is so tough. This is just not helpful to you. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm glad I looked at this a second time. This. Yeah. That's a good roll of speed. Sorry, not speed. Jesus Christ. That's a good roll of defense. Yeah, this one. The one that I'm on now. Yeah, that's a good glove. I'm not sure. I apologize. I'm not really sure why that one was checked. Might be a misclick. I'm very careful and usually double check. But yes, this glove is a keeper, especially for you for now. This one, I think also. Yeah, I feel comfortable with you keeping this one for now. It just, you'll grow out of this soon. Ditch it when you feel confident that you've grown out of it. We're gonna keep these boots. Yeah. Sorry about that glove, but yes, that I like keeping that one. I don't like keeping this at all. But like you said, we're gonna go back to speed boots. We're not gonna go back to these speed boots. That's really bad and they're rare. This piece is supposed to roll on 2 rolls, 21. That's way too low. No real synergy to speak of with a low roll of resistance. Technically 9 is a low roll, but a low-ish roll of resistance does not synergize with double low rolls of crit damage on a rare piece, so that one's gone. This is just not enough stats even to work with to roll it even to 8. Neither is that. No, this is not a good piece. This is very, actually bad. That we're not going to be keeping epic pieces that double roll a stat this low. This should be, let me cross-reference your chart real quick, 5-star, crit rate. It should be 18%. And the thing is with 5-star, like we mentioned before, it's so much better to get a 21% on a 6-star piece. If it's 5-star and it's low rolling twice like this, where there's 2 units of value, this should be 18. It's gone. Accuracy and a low roll of speed as well don't really have that much synergy in this set. Definitely a champion could need accuracy and crit damage, but all the factors together, this piece is not good as an offset piece or good as an inset piece. Neither is this. I'm not really going for 10 and 10. You at least want to get 11-11. 12-12 would be high, but you at least want the 11-11. No. You want rare crit damage gloves, really to double roll crit rate. It doesn't even have crit rate as a substat. That's correct, bro Joe, but in my opinion, like, which set were we talking about? This piece right here. It's not saying that accuracy is useless in this set. It's saying this is a 5-star piece that badly rolled the 2 damage stats that you need for those champions that you mentioned. And it would be much, much easier, in my opinion, to get the accuracy they need out of accuracy sets because they don't need that much accuracy. There's very little content in the game where they need over about 230 to 240. So it'd be way easier to find crit damage subs that are good in an accuracy or a perception set than to try to find accuracy in this set. It just gives you 20 more crit damage. Crit damage is like the amount of crit damage you need is much lower. Well, it's not much lower, but I feel like that getting a 2-piece value that gives you 40 accuracy is going to get you to where you need to be faster than a 2-piece set that gives you 20 crit damage. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, no problem, bro, Joe. I appreciate that. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to finish crit damage. I'm going to leave those gloves for a sec. Not a good piece. When I say not a good piece, not good enough. Any piece is a good piece to someone and any piece is a bad piece to someone. These are not good enough for your account. This is something. I'm leaving that. And it's already fully upgraded. This is not. We're ditching this. This is not good. With just to be fair, when it's like this, I'm going to ditch the speed boots. But the ones that are on the fence more definitely will go back and kind of evaluate. But I wanted to look at something real quick, and then we'll go back and start at crit damage and go down. Look at attack percentage gloves, what you have. Very nice. Wow. Very nice. Okay, so those are speed lead piece, obviously. This is not good at all. I realize there's synergy between accuracy and this, but this is a 5-star piece. We're going to be harder on 5-star pieces, as you said, and I would have been harder on 5-star attack percentage gloves anyway, because the point of an attack percentage glove is a bomb champion, or you're just so crawling and crit damage high rolls that you can actually get away with doing this, and that's like a uber ultra in-game thing. that you and I both are not experiencing. So this piece is just so bad that the fact that it's an accuracy set does not redeem it. That piece has the potential to be very good. This piece is very good. No, stop. Oh, we're on sale. That's why I brought that pop up. We'll see. Absolutely not. No, it needs speed, crits, or accuracy. This doesn't have any of it. There's just no utility for that piece at all. This has speed. I want it to have accuracy, but it's in an accuracy set that boosts speed, and it has speed stuff, so we're going to check that out. I just wanted to do this real quick because this is such a niche glove. I could kind of get a feel for if this is now worth rolling because of what I've seen on the account. We want it to hit accuracy. We'll give it 2 shots. If it doesn't hit accuracy, it's gone. Okay. 8 has to hit accuracy or this piece is not good. Okay, it's not good. I feel like that I don't even know that I would be interested in, nor would it be possible for me at my stage to effectively build a bomb champion with resistance. So there's absolutely no way that's anywhere on your horizon at the moment. So we're going to ditch this piece. Just talking through my rationale, that's kind of the point. Hopefully, this hits accuracy and speed. Okay. It needs to hit one of the two right now. Accuracy or speed. Same deal. Let's just say that it perfectly rolls and either doubles accuracy or doubles speed. You know what? As I say that, if it doubled accuracy or double speed, it'd be okay as an offset piece. I'm going to give it to 12. It needs to hit 1. Okay. It did, but it's a 6-star piece and it hit 10. This piece is not good enough for us to keep a low roll at 10, so it's gone. Wanted to give it a shot, but, probably could have gone with the gut and sold it at 8. No, never. And again, not griefing. Never or a set like Sleep. Never. It's my advice. I've already, I think, stated a couple times, and will continue to state, everybody should play their account the way that they want to play it. But I'm here to inform about effective methods. And then if you choose to use a method that's fun for you or that you believe in that I consider ineffective, by all means, and go with my blessing. But there you go. You just hit it. You hit the nail on the head in chat. You can, or probably in order, reaction pieces that triple or quad, ideally quad. Quad is like the goal. Triple is you can do it because they're rare and not really farmable. Secondarily, I agree with Relentless. And then past that, I think if you have like a banner that tripled a bad stat for potentially a speed lead or something like that, then you could do that. That's probably an inefficient use of an ore, but I've done it. I've tried to get, and I think I actually successfully did it, where like for somebody like Krisk who needed a lot of speed, or somebody like Arbiter who needs a lot of speed, Arbiter being a speed lead, Krisk is obviously not a speed lead, that I've been like, you know what, I'm going to YOLO an ore and see what happens. I think I got rewarded once and I paid the price on the other one. But like you said, Relentless, and then I would put even over Relentless, reaction or blood shield gear, but especially reaction accessories, from CVC tournaments. See, but a trip or quad Lego, I don't know if that was worth it. No. Fatal plus, what do you mean by Fatal plus FP? No. That piece is gone now. This piece didn't have a lot of value to begin with, but it isn't a damage dealer set, so I wanted to give it a shot. Forge Pass, maybe. I mean, the thing is that your odds of getting a good Forge Pass piece, if you buy the Forge Pass, are way higher, in my opinion. I don't know the actual math behind it, but I'm pretty sure, just intuitively, that they're much higher than getting a really good reaction piece. So if you had, an HP ring and it tripled flat defense or it quadded flat defense, you for sure go for it, because like a ring is probably one of the best things, because you could, it's very easy based on the substats to get synergy with whatever main stat you get, and get a lot of value out of it. Obviously, you could Ord and it could redo as another triple flat stat or quad flat stat, but I don't think I would do Forge Pass, but there's some validity to that thought process of it being a much more rare set that technically can't be farmed the same as other sets in the Forge. I'm going to give it one chance to hit speed. One more chance. No. Bad piece. So you got your good attack gloves on your, your good bomb gloves on your bomb champion. I'm glad I kept this because looking at it now, you got 3 on the account. So let's go back. Let's unsort and go back to where we left off. So we took the axe to crit damage, but that's kind of the case for me too. I don't have very much good crit damage gear. We're going to be hard on weapons and helmets and shields because that's the way of the gear cleanse. This piece is worth kind of a double take trying to think about it for your account, but the synergy is just not there. There's no synergy with the set, so we need to look at it as an offset piece. It's a low starting roll of attack, low, not even mid, and it really low rolled HP as well. The crit damage is okay, but this piece is just not going to bring value to the champion that the subs sort of work for. It doesn't perfectly work for any set. Let's see. What do you mean on that last comment, Brojo? Don't have many champs built. I got. So talking about gear equipped would be nice apart from the clan boss team. What do you mean by gear equipped? Like looking through the gear that's on champions as well and evaluating it, or what? Because that's a little bit not part of the gear cleanse. I'm worried we run out of filter and equip. I think be specific about what you mean, but I think for the most part, I'm just going to do that for certain pieces, but not everything. Like what I just did for attack percentage gloves. I think it would take a little too long to go through everything like that. That would be more like a little bit more, I think, in line with like an account takeover. We'll go ahead and ditch this piece while we're talking. No synergy here. Just bad values, bad stats. No. This set is almost a little bit like speed where you can get decent nuker pieces or offset pieces in here, but if it's not a good initial offset piece value, then we're looking for synergy within the set, which is mostly speed and accuracy in the subs. And then after that, it's okay to get attack stats, but you're probably more likely to want to get support champion type EHP stats because you're going to phase out of building accuracy set on attack champions really fast. You're going to want to be building them in either crit damage or cruel or savage ideally, or, even perception is just so much better than accuracy set now. This piece, and I'm not keeping with a single roll on accuracy. Wow. I hate to I hate to get rid of a triple speed roll, but it's a 5-star piece. It's a weapon. It does not have great synergy. It's okay synergy within the set, but as an offset piece, a triple hitting 16 is so low. That's 4 rolls, the initial roll and 3 more rolls only at 16. And then if you say, okay, so let's just look at it with just the pure speed value, it's not great. The fact that it's a triple makes it hard because it pulls on your raid heartstrings a little bit, but 16, even with the glyph 17, is like for a 5-star piece that is not going to get another roll, even possibly going to 16. And what are 5% attack and 5% crit going to do for you? Not a whole lot. This piece is kind of hanging me up for your account a little bit. 17. Nah, you said to go hard on 5-star pieces, and that's kind of what my gut wants to do anyway. You can get 17 out of a double roll. We just did that earlier on a resistance chest plate as long as it's 6-star. The fact that this is a weapon and it's 5-star makes that triple worse. If it were a triple like that on a really synergistic pair of gloves or a chest plate, it'd be better. But we're going to go hard on this too, because look at it. 1 roll on resistance, 22. 2 rolls on accuracy, 24. Not good. And then if we go, okay, but there's a little bit of value to having resistance and accuracy on the same piece in an accuracy set, like I mentioned before, this stat, no synergy with the champion that has accuracy and resistance. Going to be really hard on rare pieces, as I mentioned before. I'm going to start to try to speed up now. This piece does not have enough value in this set. If it had doubled resistance and speed, it might, but attack percentage just kind of ruins this piece. Not at these values. The synergy of these stats is decent. Not in this set at 5-star with these values. Terrible. We got flat defense and 8% defense, as well as even though it's not low for 12 is max for crit damage, but the synergy taken into account and this not being a max roll, this is just a really, really terrible piece. This piece does not have synergy. This piece doesn't have synergy because it's 5-star, because it's a helmet, and because the defense, let's just say it rolled only resistance and accuracy. That'd be okay, but 4% defense is pathetic. Not going to keep 5-star rare pieces, as we said. There's no way they can have, even with double rolls, they're not bringing value outside of something like just seeing if you get high rolls on speed and the speed set, something like that. This one I'm okay with. It's 2 off of max for crit damage roll, and it's 3 off of. I'm a little bit more lenient with accuracy and resistance because they have like the 9 to 12 range for a roll versus like speed, for example, is just 5 or 6 on a 6-star piece. So it's 3 off max for accuracy, but I'm okay with that. HP percentage at 5 is not great, but HP percentage just works for everybody. So I think we leave this piece. There are definitely use cases for this piece. I want to see this one only roll resistance or speed. I'm going to give it a shot based on that. Nope. Not defense. These values are too low. We're being hard on 5-star gear after all. These values are not synergistic and too low. 17 is so bad on the accuracy roll. If it weren't for that, that would be a decent piece. Not as a 5-star shield. 29 with crit rate. I think that one's on the fence. I'm going to leave that because it has synergy with the set. As an offset piece, it's mediocre. This is very mediocre. Don't want that. That's mediocre as well. No. That's interesting. That piece is good enough for now, for sure. That piece is much better though. Much, but that's a good piece for this set. It could be better, but as a rare, that's a decent piece. It's nice that at high roll crit rate, the initial roll was high and the roll that it got was high. But this one had, that's usable. I could see that in a build for one of my champions. It wouldn't be on a top nuker, but it could be in a build. The 5-star gloves here, if it doesn't have accuracy on the first roll, it's gone. It did. So we need it to double accuracy. If it doesn't double accuracy, it's gone. Okay. Just giving it a shot because there is some synergy with defense percentage gloves and the accuracy set that triple or quad accuracy, but it didn't even double, so it's gone. Not enough value. Value meaning it's only 19 accuracy, and not enough synergy on this piece. That's better. I think that's good enough, given what it is. It's easier to be gentler on HP and defense percentage gloves, especially HP gloves, because it's so often used on like support champions. This one could be good. Please roll well. See what it rolls at 8. Yeah, unfortunately that one's gone. There's now it doesn't have the synergy. There's too many things going on. Resistance main stat, and then crit damage attack are really the ones we didn't want to roll. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. I'm not liking that song. Switch it real quick. This piece is not good. Almost no synergy. Yes. Yes. I'm trying to, without lingering too long on pieces, I'm trying to kind of go over the rationale, but on Solus and Stalt, it's like you're just not going to build them to do no damage in almost any scenario, I think. So you got to keep in mind that you only get 6 pieces of artifact and 3 accessories, and the amount of substats you can get on accessories is so much more limited than what you can get on gear. So you need to get things like the crits on your gear. And you can't get crits as subs at all on accessories. Also, you kind of, in the gear cleansing, you want to keep in mind that while accuracy has a really high value for you right now, that doesn't necessarily save a piece, and you're going to continue as you progress in arena and as you progress your Great Hall to get more and more just base accuracy into champions, to where in PvE, the champions that can be kind of hybrid, because in PvP, you get to any level of competition at all, you can't be hybrid like that anymore. You're going to be able to easily hit the accuracy thresholds for hybrid champions for the most part, until maybe you get to like hard mode dungeons or hard Doom Tower. Not enough on this piece at all, nor on this piece. Not good enough as an offset piece and not synergistic within the set. No. Yes. Just because of what it is. In this set, getting a 6-star pair of speed boots is good. It's got very little synergy in the subs, but it's a level 16 6-star pair of speed boots in a decent set. That's a much better piece. Definitely leaving that one as well. No. Not enough value. Decent value. Decent value. That's a good allure boot. No, that's pretty terrible. Something there. No, that was way better. Okay, so because of the fact that you have this piece right here, we're going to ditch the Epic Boot, because the Epic Boot is not that good. It's really not good at all. And this is a much better boot within the set. Much better. So the Epic Boot's gone. They're both at 16, so there's no more silver being invested into future rolls type of dynamic. That's not good enough. You got multiple good 6-star speed boots and a good 5-star. You don't need this 5-star. That's not it. Definitely letting you keep that, because resistance is tough. Once you start building resistance, it'll be hard to hit the resistance thresholds that you want. So we're going to leave resistance rolls and resistance set for now. And you don't have a lot of resistance gear anyway. I like this too. I like having that's a ton of accuracy, but I like having accuracy in the resistance set. That's very synergistic in my opinion. There's another one. That's terrible. That's not enough resistance or speed for that to be worth it. That is worth it, at least for now. Okay, so that's funny, because your resistance gear looks similar to mine. You actually got lucky with some resistance rolls, and you kind of just kept the stuff that had resistance. Mediocre rolls on crit rate, but I think that has some potential in lifesteal, especially for you at the level you're at right now. That one does not. That one does. So let's roll it. I'm going to keep an eye on chat, but I'm going to start trying to move through a little quicker so we get to the gear in your inbox. 9 is not my favorite, but it's worth going again. If it hits 13, it's okay. Another low roll. I'm going to ditch it. It's not worth the silver. It's a 5-star weapon. Remember, just reminding you, we're being harder on weapons because, like, you don't have the variety of combinations of whether or not the sub synergize with the main stat. The main stat's always the same on the top row, so we're going to be substantially harder on the top row. I will roll that piece, though. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't think that we've thrown away a lot of good faction war gear, But I'll try to keep that in mind for sure. I don't think that one needs to go to 12. You're going to be keeping that piece for now. Like, you'll take it to 12, but I don't think it needs to go to 12 for now. I don't think it'll affect my decision. That's good enough to keep for now. Let's just see where it goes with the first roll. If it hits crit damage, it's probably not. No, it low rolled, so no. Nice. That piece has a little bit of synergy. A little bit. That's a big roll of accuracy in the set. Definitely leaving that. I'll leave this because you put a glyph on it. I think you can use that right now. That would be an example of what I consider for a faction war piece. Let me show it again. This piece. This is what I would leave as a faction war piece, something like that. Yeah, well, it could be good in certain. You kind of want to keep decent gear in any set. That's an okay offset piece. That's a ton of accuracy, and it has speed on it. The speed is glyphable. It could be, just a little bit, a touch more speed to a champion that really just needs the accuracy anyway. But the lifesteal is like, there are times that you can play around in faction wars, especially maybe for some bosses or whatever, with a specific champion having it. I don't even know that hardly anybody uses. I know that there's exceptions to this rule, but for the most part, people aren't using lifesteal for soloing anymore. I think that was kind of more when dungeons maxed at level 20 thing. Most people are trying to farm 24 or 25, and I don't really see hardly anything about doing that in lifesteal. Someone like Rotos could be an example of that working, but a lot of people don't have Rotos, and you probably aren't farming Ice Golem with Rotos. You're probably trying to use them in PvP. So I feel like that piece has value, this piece, sorry. Then this piece, just to reiterate, because I think I kind of left the comment really quickly, this is the piece I feel like is okay to keep for Faction Wars. Because Faction Wars is somewhere you could use lifesteal still as well. I'm keeping that. Decent synergy within. 17 speed is a lot of speed. And you'll get to the point where speed is almost the primary thing that you're trying to build. And no matter what set you're building, this piece is not good. That piece is not good. Not good enough. I'm going to pause and go to defense percentage gloves for 1 sec. Yeah, nothing wrong with you choosing that you want to use a champion who's considered really good in PvP. Obviously there's more counters for him now, but I'm going to imagine that it would be hard at this stage in the account, if not impossible, to build a Rotos and lifesteal well enough to farm Ice Golem, because at a point, even if he survives, with the lifesteal, at a point it takes too damn long, I feel like, to not just go ahead and use another champion like Ultimate Death Knight or any variety of the poison champions that are potential. So you got 35 there, 29 here. That's not a very good piece. That piece is actually probably gone. Matter of fact, all of these are gone. Just going to go ahead and do this while I'm here. No. You got to have speed. You got to have speed. And there's exceptions, but for the most part, you got to have speed and regeneration, because that's literally what the set is based on. You got to take turns to heal. Yeah, no problem, Brojo. That's pretty bad. No, I don't. I just want to see it. We're going to sell these so that I can look at this without it trying to sell it off of him. Nice. Woo! I like that. Damn, that's a great set for him too. That is a fantastic piece. The crit damage, crit rate, probably he's not built with damage in mind, but it's fine. Like, honestly, who gives a shit when it's got 1 off of a max triple? That's awesome. That one is significantly less awesome. Blue is almost definitely just going to go. That has some potential as an offset piece. It's obviously an attack. No, that does not have potential. That's terrible. I'll sell these. Roll this. No. It's just not worth it. As an offset piece for it to hit flat attack at the beginning, we're not going to waste our silver on that piece. I will leave this because you're so bare and Swift Parry, and that's a hard set. So I also go easier on mine. I don't think that I just get rid of that one. Swift Parry is a set that you do deliberately try to build at times, and you may just use the best defense gloves you have. That's a terrible piece. That's a terrible piece. That's a terrible piece. If it hits accuracy, we will express a little interest in this piece. It did. I think if it doubles accuracy at 12, it's worth keeping for now, and I'll explain why in just a sec. Let's see. It did. Wow, 30. Okay, awesome. There is definitely use for a set that has the set bonus for a two-piece set, as Perception does, to increase your speed. Sorry, my camera display that I look at is like going to sleep. The flat attack is a bummer, but this is a piece that I would even use on my account for champions that don't have an enormous emphasis on speed, maybe PvE, maybe especially part of a full team. That's a lot of accuracy. That now you get another piece of perception, and you're getting 70 accuracy if that other piece has no accuracy on it. For two pieces, that's phenomenal. I actually was looking through for, I think, either gloves and or chest plate, 5 or 6 star on my account that were defense percentage and perception that had accuracy, and I have very low. So this is actually, I think, a decent piece as far as not having speed. At least you can get some speed from the set bonus. That one is just not worth it with a bad, 2 singles, one of them being bad. That's also not worth it. Same deal, 2 singles, one being bad. Not enough synergy in this set. No synergy. I'm gonna wait and just go through the protection and stone skin and the forge pass stuff on its own. So I'm gonna unfilter, go back to where were we in lifesteal? No, yes, we're in lifesteal. Yeah, because I wanted to see the defense gloves, and they're a keep based on the account. So I'm glad I did that. That's good enough to keep for sure. 21 will be the max roll. I know that some people will tell you can only keep crit damage gloves that have crit rate. That's kind of a very ultra in-game thing. I might get there at some point soon-ish myself, but up until this point, I still have champions in very good builds, very solid builds, overkill for PvE and decent for PvP that have single or double rolls of the damage stat they need on a crit damage glove. It works, and it definitely can be workable even more so with something like the Hell Hades optimizer, because you kind of like your brain can only do so much. So people are like, it's an easy rule to say crit damage needs to have crit rate because that ensures that when I keep gloves, it's easy for me to manually build champions. But with the optimizer, you kind of have a little bit more room for wiggle on which stats are below the crit damage main stat. This one's, I want this to have speed. I don't want this to have 3 singles, especially one of a flat stat, so that one's gone. 5 star is a no-go on crit damage as a rare. This, no synergy. Very decent. Very decent. Really shit values on the subs. No synergy. I looked at the subs first, and that's why I shook my head. As this being the main stat, no synergy at all. You're really just probably not going to keep 5-star defense boots. The only time you're using defense boots is on a defense damage dealer. It's so unlikely, even on a slow tanky champion, that you're not using HP percent boots. So that you're looking for defense percentage boots, not necessarily chest and gloves, but defense percentage boots are for defense nukers. So you look at them like attack percentage boots. They need the same type of subs. HP is okay. Accuracy and resistance are potentially okay, but you're looking for crit rate, crit damage, and speed. You're definitely not going to keep a piece like this that's already subpar by being 5-star and it doesn't meet the substat requirements. This, I have found literally no use for this set ever. I think I've built one champion in it once, and I took him out of it so fast. It was crazy. That might be worth, I just want to see if that triples or doubles, then we'll check for a triple, any of those stats. That's decent. Just offset or otherwise. We said we're going to go for speed boost last, so I'm going to stick to that. Yeah, but like obviously this is I'm reading your comment about unkillable clan boss team. Literally the only use you've seen. Savage is better. Like Cruel is better in my opinion. I guess it depends on the stats, right? Like if you can build a really good set in Fury and you build an okay set in Cruel, then you're better off in Fury. But unless you can build as good or better of a set in Fury, I feel like I don't know. And I feel like that at the point in the game where you're not putting your damage dealers in Savage, you're not using Fury because you're trying to squeeze as much damage out of them as possible, usually using things like poison debuffs or HP burn or what have you, not just raw damage. This one I want to see if it happens to double high roll speed. If it doesn't hit speed, it's gone so fast. It's gone so fast. No. Low roll. And I really wanted it to hit resistance, to be honest. Not a ton of synergy in that piece, but sometimes it's worth keeping a piece just because it has a triple and a decent stat. I already looked at those, so we're going to go to speed boots last. 3 singles is out of here on a 5-star. Shit set, no offset value. Such low rolls, not good. Terrible synergy. Bad to terrible synergy. Terrible synergy. Which is good because this is a terrible set. Terrible piece. Okay amount of crit rate, but no synergy in this set, so it's gone. No synergy here either. Not with a flat stat and a bad set. The flat stat makes the offset value bad. If you're not getting, so wait, is your Anax booked and does he have enough accuracy to use his debuffs or no? I'll ask that before I make a whole long comment. And you're like, actually, yeah, he does land his debuffs because he has poison and decreased defense and weaken. Decreased accuracy is unfortunate because you don't need that in Clan Boss, but okay, good. Because he does a lot of damage both ways. Yeah, you're working with what you're working with. Certainly not criticizing, but I think you want to get the rat out of there as soon as you can, unless you know your Clan Boss team better than me. But unless he does a shit ton of damage, he just clogs up the debuff bar so bad. I just don't know if the value's there. Ooh, that is nice. That is very nice. Holy. Like, it's a very low roll of crit rate, but for what it is, that's a good glove to see at your level, in my opinion. It would be nice if this wasn't 4 low, if this was 21, but definitely synergy on this piece. This is the type of piece around, 17, 18 crit rate on a crit damage pair of gloves. The optimizer still will try to give me for damage dealers that have really demanding builds. Go back and look at this one again, just make sure. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. That one's not terrible. That's why I went back because I got distracted talking to you while clicking on these gloves, but the shields and the helmets, I remember, not good. Not enough synergy on this piece at all. Assuming you might ask a question about someone like a Magnar, 2 rolls for 16 on a 6-star piece is just terrible. Just terrible. This is supposed to be 21. That's terrible. Like supposed to be, meaning ideally the max rolls. Not enough synergy on this piece. No synergy on that piece. Terrible stats. No. How much does Xanax hit with the rat? I'm going to be honest with you, Clan Boss, I have no remembrance of what you're looking for as good at your level. Oh, Anax hits 14 mil? So what does rat hit then? I thought you were saying what the rat hit. This set I'm so fucking hard on because this set is terrible. That's a decent piece. That is a decent piece. Very decent. Could be better. Definitely could be in a better set, but I think that's a keeper for now. That's terrible. Just the values aren't there. No value or synergy there. So all you got left of cursed, unless you have stuff equipped, is a... Oh, okay. I have to believe Anax can do more than that if you cut him loose. Obviously, if you can't replace Rat with a champion where the new champion plus Anax average 28, then it's a net loss. But let me look at... I'm going to take a quick pause. You can lower his accuracy. Mine is lower than this. You don't have to. I'm just saying you can lower his accuracy to try to pump more damage and be okay with an occasional unlucky resist. Fair enough. That's valid. I get that. There's no good force damage dealers for the clan boss, so I can definitely see Ratman needing to be in there. This is a decent build. Good job, man. Especially from what I remember at level 72. If I were you, though, I would lower this all the way down to 215 in the optimizer and try to grab some glyphs to get it above that and see how much more attack you can get. Because you got to be unkillable. You got your man-eater fast. You know, I can't remember if you told me your clan boss team, but I'm deducing that since your man-eater's fast and you said clan boss, I don't remember if you said unkillable. My apologies. But ain't no way this guy's surviving, so you definitely have an unkillable team. So you can, you know, push his attack. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll definitely... Can you remind me on Godseeker so we can try to keep moving with the gear? This has synergy for me. What I'm looking to build in this set, because this is a mediocre set in my opinion, is nuker stuff. Occasionally support, because you have a chance when attacked to put out the free set. I do think there's so much better sets usually, unless you have a crap ton of God tier gear in every set. There's going to be better sets to pick from and better set bonuses to pick from than this. But for the most part, I'm looking at pieces that are going to be really, really good pieces for a support. And then if I build the set, awesome. Or going to be good for nukers because you have somebody like your Carl, or just you can kind of play around with this set with a nuker just for fun. You know, if it's like, okay, I've used all my good savage gear and my good attack gear or whatever. And I want to, you know, build a kind of third tier nuker for PvE and put them in this set and just have fun, or a secret room. I don't know. There's a lot of options. I kind of mostly just envision your Carl with this set. Not to say that he was not still better than Savage, but anyway, I'm over explaining at this point. I want to see if it rolls like a high roll on speed, a mid to high roll on crit rate, or some accuracy. If it hits flat HP, we're just going to go ahead and sell it. Okay, so it did hit a high roll on speed. And with that, it's gone. This is not a good enough set, and that piece does not have enough synergy as an offset piece, in my opinion. Gave it a shot. We'll see if it puts some love on on attack percentage or crit rate. It did not, so it is gone. The thing that's funny is that HP as a roll that is not hit, meaning that there's an HP value on there, but it never gets a roll, has some synergy, albeit passive synergy with a damage piece for an attack champion. But once it hits HP, then the attack percentage has no synergy with an HP champion. So it kind of... It's an interesting way that it can flip back and forth between, you know, before you roll it, it could be good. That's awesome. That's a nice piece. Triples, and I have a hard time getting triples and crit damage myself. That's enough resist, and it has speed on there, so we'll leave it. Going to be really hard on the blue pieces. Not that one, but maybe this one. Oh yeah, stun is for sure better. Stun is for sure better. I didn't understand that you were asking Faction War for the Frost set. My apologies. Both sets are decent in Faction War, but it's so much better to have a set where you know you get a chance to proc the set by you hitting them, because Faction Wars is slow and you're trying to go fast in Faction Wars. So there's a lot better synergy. Also, 20% chance to place a debuff on the attacker is kind of low. And it means you're getting smacked potentially by the Faction War mobs whenever you're trying to proc it. Stun is a much better set, but yes, it could be used in Faction Wars. I only want this to hit speed. I don't care if it's crit rate, because it can only be a nice. Please hit 18. Hit 18. It's not a good piece anymore. It's all right. We gave it a shot as a rare piece. Most of the time, rare pieces are going to be disappointing. Not enough synergy here. Not enough value here. Let's see if it doubles. I'll give it a chance to hit. Really only speed. This piece doesn't have enough synergy if it doesn't hit speed. It does hit speed. Nope. Needed it to double speed. I'm not keeping 5-star rare. Sorry for repeating myself. No. Not enough synergy. Not a good enough set. Not good enough as an offset piece. Just that's on the fence. This is 6-star. I'll leave it. Okay, no, we're not leaving it because this is so much better than this. This is gone. This is the good piece. That has accuracy on it. No, it didn't roll accuracy, but it triple rolled crit rate. That's awesome. That's just awesome in general for it to triple. Technically synergy, bad. That's flat stat attack, very low roll of crit damage, and low rolls of crit rate, so it's gone. Not good enough. Not good enough. 3 singles with not great synergy, gone. Low rolls on crit damage, not great synergy with resistance, and no synergy with the set, gone. That's a kind of, it sucks it doesn't have speed. This is the kind of piece that might be valuable for support. It's very low. It's the lowest possible for a 6-star on starting resist. That's not the piece. Sorry. There we go. I was like, where did it go? What the heck? Okay. Let's just kind of see. 12. If it 3 singles, we're ditching it. It's just not enough. Okay, that's decent. That's good. I'll take that for sure. Not enough value. The rolls are too low. Rolls are too low. Blue 5-star, I mean. Not enough synergy with the set, not enough value as an offset piece. You want speed or some type of damage. 11% HP is the only possible damage you can get out of this. It's not good enough. That's quite good. That's awesome. That's an awesome offset piece. Not good enough. Doesn't synergize with the main stat. Potential, but it needs to hit speed. Ideally 16, 15. Honestly, even it sucks we spent the silver to take it to 8, but 15 is just not enough out of a 6-star piece that's not going to roll any more rolls on these stats. There's just like no synergy on this piece. That's not true. There's synergy. Defense definitely doesn't fit, but it isn't the synergy that's the issue. It's the values. That's not good. Defense percent we talked about. Definitely don't want any hits on attack percentage on a rare boot. Maybe not any defense percentage boot. All singles, unfortunately, is terrible, and there's not good value there. I think for you right now, I leave that because you could have a big boost to an attack champion, even like a bomb champion off of this piece. But generally speaking, the synergy is not really there. HP is passive synergy with attack, and flat defense is actually okay synergy because defense is hard. It's easier to glyph onto attack champions that are really fragile when it's flat, but like you don't have speed or crits on here. I'm going to leave it because it's a big chunk of attack value, and I think you can find a use for that. But not it for this piece. If it hits speed, it'd be okay, but this is not great synergy for the set. Not great synergy as an offset piece. Bad rolls. Terrible values. I'll leave that. Accuracy chests, that's fully leveled up, has some value for your account right now, but the rolls are not great. That's decent. That's just terrible. That's bad enough for me to sell now. For the majority of speed boosts, I'm definitely going to come back to, but that's just terrible. No. Okay, so real quick, not going to belabor this, but going over regeneration. Let me take a sip of water. Regen almost exclusively is on solo champions and support champions. So you need the EHP stats, resistance, You do need accuracy for a lot of the solo champions and speed. That's kind of it. The exception being if you have Tomb Lord, or obviously not only if you have Tomb Lord, keep in mind Tomb Lord because you could get one at some point if you don't have one. He needs crit rate. But I think he's maybe the only, he's probably not the only, so I won't say that. He's one of the few solo champions that is like an attack-based champion, and kind of his substats are like attack champions as well, and his skill gives, I guess he needs, sorry, fumbled there for a second. He needs crit rate for landing the maximum poisons on his kind of funky AoE poison that he can do. And if he doesn't have crit rate and he doesn't crit, he lands half as many poisons. So keep that in mind because he's a good enough champion for soloing, still one of probably the 3 best in the game at a lot of soloable content, including Doom Tower, by the way, that you want to look at crit rate gloves or crit rate subs, but you kind of need 2 or 3, I would argue 3 for it to be good gear of the stats that I mentioned for it to be worth it. And you really always want speed, both for the fact that I mentioned earlier that regen heals only when you take a turn, so you need to be fast, so you're taking a lot of turns, so you keep your health topped up. But also you need speed for soloing. So it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So like this piece, resistance and accuracy are good, but you need speed. You need a lot of speed. This attack percentage, there's no need for that in regeneration. So that piece is not good. I genuinely think that even though you can find a value for that lowish amount of resistance and that decent, one off of max roll for accuracy, you're going to have to take it all the way to 16 to see if you even get lucky enough to hit speed with no extra rolls on speed. Not worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, there you go. That works. But like I said, that's not a good piece for this set. You want to keep in mind what champions that are pullable need what, so that if you see it in the set, you can kind of have it ready for that lucky day you might pull them. This is probably the best piece as far as weapons go so far because it has HP even though it's low, and it has a double roll on speed. That's enough speed to be good in this set because this is a picky set and it's so fucking valuable. This piece is not it. If it had rolled speed, yes, the accuracy is awesome. Crit damage is borderline useless. I will keep in mind offset pieces in the set as I have been, but that's not a good offset piece either. 17 crit damage on a double roll is a no-go. This maybe, given that both of these work, given the set, not as an offset piece, it's terrible. As an inset piece, it's okay. It's not good, but it's okay. And it's good to be able to build with a couple subpar pieces to get the regen effect as you're progressing. That's been my experience. This one, crit damage doesn't have synergy, but 17 speed is awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. You do not care what the other stats are to a point once you have 17 speed on a regen piece. That's great. This piece has no synergy and a bad roll. As an offset piece, though, I'll leave it. As an offset piece, I'll leave it because that's the best value you can get for 2 rolls in attack. Crit rate is synergistic. Flat defense is synergistic. So as an offset piece, you could use this on an attack champion. Actually, a bomb champion, that can be fantastic a little bit. It's a lot of attack. Only thing being bomb champions need to be fast, but you can deal with one piece on a bomb champion that doesn't have speed. This right here it's not the best values, but this is a great Tomb Lord piece. Definitely keeping that. This is the kind of piece that you keep until you have 2 or 3 better pieces, then you ditch it. But the values are here. I've learned that while it is important to get certain quantity in your rolls, when it's a piece like this, you go easier on a piece that everything is synergistic. Resistance needed in solo builds and in general in support champions that would use regen outside of soloing content. Crit rate, very good for Tomb Lord, who's one of the best soloing champions in the game. Speed, just useful across the board, but especially in this set. So we're keeping that. Okay, so let's roll this one. If this helmet hits, where is it? Resistance or speed, keeping it. Flat attack, ditching it. Because it's 5-star, okay, cool, keeping it. Not great on the resistance value, but good enough to keep. This set is one of the sets we go easy on. It's almost like baby Relentless. Relentless is obviously harder to farm, but I treat Relentless and Regeneration very gently because these are sets that you build for the effect, even if a couple of the pieces within the build are subpar. Yeah, he's way better than Bad L. The thing about Tomb Lord is Bad L is kind of known for soloing Ice Golem. A lot of people don't even like Ice Golem. So if you don't like Ice Golem, then it kind of makes sense that you're not going to be building a solo champion for it. But I don't think anyone but Theodore the Savant is faster than Tomb Lord and Dragon, which is like Dragon's kind of a fantastic area of content to solo and run food through. Can't solo Fire Knight, can't solo Spider. So then you got soloing, Minotaur obviously, but soloing for gear in Ice Golem and Dragon. He's excellent in Dragon and workable in Ice Golem. His build just has to be a lot better in Ice Golem because his defense and maybe even his HP stats are a little bit low, so it's hard to build him against those hard-hitting waves in Ice Golem. Yeah, Reflex is nice, but Reflex is nicher, meaning that in my experience, you rarely build support champions in that set. You can, and if you have a good piece for support, definitely keep it. If it's good as an off-piece set, keep it. But Reflex is primarily going to be for people that you want turn cycling their damage abilities or their specific type of debuffing or control abilities, maybe turn meter or something like that. So if you think about, okay, is Reflex decent on a... Oh, yeah, I agree with you. That's a great set in Ice Golem. I agree with that 100%. Maybe I misunderstood your comment a little bit, but I will go with the train of thought that I was on. If you have a support champion that you can build in Reflex, is that value of building that support champion in Reflex better than building somebody else that does a different role in Reflex? In my opinion, no. But apologies. Apparently your comment was just talking about Reflex is nice. And it's probably... Let me try to remember all the sets there. Reflex and Provoke. Retaliation is pretty damn good too, but Reflex and Provoke are by far the best sets there. They're very, very good too. They're both very good. This is a decent Tomb Lord piece. Let's see what it rolls at 12 though, because we just got low values when it does 2 single rolls like that. I don't love it. It's rare. It didn't roll a good third stat. We're going to ditch it. You got a good amount of speed. That's awesome. That is, oh my God, that's a good piece. That has enough. Defense, good. Resistance in the set, good. Speed in the set, good. Flat HP, subpar, but HP is HP. So we're going to keep that. Sell this one. I'll just click it again and make sure we're on the right one. Not good enough with the crit damage. I think the values are just a little too low on that. You've got better pieces let me look at it again. Yeah, 17 resistance is just terrible. 9% defense is almost nothing. This is a decent, that's quite a good piece. And it's crit rate. That's a good Tomb Lord piece as well. Not enough synergy, not good within the set. Not enough synergy, not good within the set. Nothing wrong with accuracy on an attack percentage chest plate, but defense percentage and then mystery rolls after that, we're not going for that. What was this one? Crit damage, no. No rolls of resistance, not great. Flat defense, no. These values are just not there for me. You want speed in this set badly. Sets that piece is not bringing enough to the table, in my opinion. This is an interesting piece. You're not going to use this on a solo champion because they need speed boots, but I'll leave this for now. That's a lot of accuracy and definitely some synergy other than maybe crit rate for a really slow tanky champion, like maybe even this could be fantastic for a Vogoth. That's good. That's good. You're very okay in this set with rare 6-star speed boots that have 2 good substats no matter how it rolls. That doubled, so that's even better. This terrible, terrible piece. Decent synergy. The flat attack is not needed, but it doubled accuracy. That's also got decent synergy. That does not. Crit damage we just don't need. Almost no synergy on this piece. This would have to go on a immunity nuker with only 1 roll on attack. Didn't max roll. Has no crits and no speed so far. Not great. Same type of deal there. Not great. 14 speed and resistance I'll leave for sure. This is also a hard set to kind of get decent builds in. Low roll on both of these. Not feeling it with the flat attack. No speed. No. No, that's so low. Good Lord. That's 4 units low. Not sure what immunity does. Immunity just starts you off with 2 turns of block debuffs, but there's nothing special about it. It can be removed by anybody that removes debuffs before your turn, unless you have a super high amount of resist. And then technically you can still get 3%. It's kind of like the first version of Stone Skin-ish. That's like a bad comparison, but before there was Stone Skin, there was this to try to not get, debuffed by, especially on offense. You could run it against like Hegemons and stuff like that to just keep the debuffs off of you whenever there was no person to actually interact and realize you had immunity and then try to strip it. Not enough in a rare piece. Very, very low values. Terrible. Decent enough. Immunity's hard, so we leave this piece. Not enough there for me. Not enough synergy. Terrible. Good. We'll leave. That's very much tanky / PvP stat synergy for what it rolled. Crit damage, not so much, but it's a 6-star pair of speed boots, so we'll keep that. I'll give those a shot just to see if you can get some rolls on crit rate, and have 1 set of defense percentage boots in this set. It's not worth it anymore. There's not enough synergy on those for it to not hit crit rate on the first roll. HP with resistance, I don't think. You're not going to use this piece as a rare. If it were an epic, we would see what the triple was, but this is a weird piece. As cool as it is that it tripled resistance, I don't feel good about that. My gut says you throw away this piece because it's a 5-star, and this is the type of thing you would want on a 6-star, but that 40 resistance on a triple roll, I don't feel comfortable ditching that. There is a possible use case for that, for those boots. These are so similar, but this is inferior rolls and no crit rate mystery stats. So we'll go ahead and get rid of it. That's just not good enough to keep displays going to sleep again. So not enough synergy on this piece. I know HP is good for shield, but that's just, you also don't want to build your shield champions in garbage sets, and that's just kind of a garbage piece with garbage values in the rolls. I don't like that either. Not good synergy. We want this to be higher, like 19, 20, 21. Terrible values. Not enough synergy. Pretty bad synergy. Bad synergy in the set. That's supposed to be 28. Supposed to be, again, referring to the max value. I think we get rid of this piece. Not enough synergy in it having maxed all of its rolls before it gets the mystery roll. Terrible synergy. That's just not good. It's not good within the set. It's not great as an offset piece. As an offset piece, let me take that back. I think that's keepable for right now as an offset piece, to be honest. No, not good synergy. Not good enough for a rare. Not good values. No. All right, I'm going to do what I did earlier with this. I'm going to look at HP percentage clubs real quick. Yeah, but the thing is that I can't think of a whole lot of use cases where you're going for resist to such an extreme point that you're going to put attack percentage boots on somebody who doesn't need attack. I guess there is a use case for just not giving a shit about the main stat, but that seems very rare. Yeah, we looked at those. Those are decent. We looked at those. Wow, you don't have a lot, so I'm glad I looked. Oh my God, that's just, let's see. Let's just see what this rolls, but this is such a bad piece right now. No. What I feel comfortable doing is giving you my 2 cents on Relentless, but mostly being extremely relaxed on Relentless. It's just, I don't feel comfortable with a growing account dealing with Relentless. So I think you should get rid of this piece, but I will let you decide that. Pretty bad synergy. Let's see what we roll here. We don't want flat attack. That's workable, but very subpar. We want a crit rate. Oh, good Lord. As an offset piece, though, that's decent. Let's go ahead and see if it hits flat attack, though, at 12. It's out of here. Okay, that's workable. That's workable. It's not a game-breaking piece, but it's workable. I don't like either of these pieces. It's terrible values. That piece is already good. That piece is already not. No, terrible. Okay, it hit speed. Has speed. Let's roll those real quick. If it hits either of these, it's gone. Okay, it's got something. I'm not a huge fan of that, but at least it synergizes with the gloves in a set that where it makes sense. If this hits flat attack, it's just straight away gone. It's gone. No, I wouldn't do an ore for a double. I wouldn't do an ore for a double, personally. And I'm pretty sure that it's very risky to ore gloves, chest plates, and boots, because you could just get a bad main stat and you're screwed before you even see the subs. It's probably actually better to do triples and quads on the top row, because it's so much more likely you get a really good to moderate piece. It's very likely you get a completely garbage piece from oring the chest, the gloves, or the boots. I don't know why I pointed at gloves and said chest. Anyway, I think there's a use case for this glove. I'm not thrilled with it, but I think there's a use case for it. If this doesn't hit accuracy on the first roll, we're trashing it. There's just not enough synergy. I'm just being gentle with it, okay? It needs to hit accuracy again or it's gone. Okay. Hit it again, triple it. Okay. Double on accuracy. I think it's worth it in this set with double on accuracy. I think it's okay to keep for now. That's kind of nice. That's terrible and very easy to forge piece. Not good. That one is not good enough that I'll hit it, but like I said, I'm going to save protection, the forge pass sets, and stone skin for the end. So let's go back to shield where we were. I think time-wise, I'm at the point where I need to go ahead and make a few less comments on stuff. I've kind of made a lot of the main points for gear cleansing. Happy to answer questions, but I want to get to your inbox, so I'm going to kind of speed things up. I will try to make very brief comments on it, though, like the values here and the synergy bad. No synergy, or not enough at least. That's decent for the set. That's a lot of flat HP in a set that needs HP. No. No. Oof. No, it needs HP for us to keep speed boots in here. Or like really good synergy as an offset piece. It had neither. Relentless, I'm going to comment on, but not sell anything. Actually pretty decent. Tough that it hit resist, but all the other stuff is like the 1 off max, 2 off max for the rolls. Good. Good-ish, I guess. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Good. Good enough to roll it. I'll roll that to 12. Please hit speed. Nice. Woo! That's quite a nice piece now. Actually, I'll roll the unroll stuff, even if I'm not going to sell Relentless. Yeah, I want to get you something decent for the gear cleanse for sure. So maybe what I'll do is I'll I think I'll probably just, I wanted to get to the inbox, but I might not. I will get to the accessories. How about that? I'll make sure to go over accessories because that's almost easier in a way, but also like I think kind of confusing to try to figure out for yourself. That's not bad, that double hit accuracy, by the way. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to motor through the rest of this gear. I think we're about halfway done-ish. And if I talk less, I can go through, and then I'll hit the accessories, probably all of them. I won't swear to that, but probably all of them. And then if I have time, I'll try to, chew through the inbox as much as I can. But I'm thinking that probably both can't happen. So we'll say maybe the inbox won't happen. That's a pretty bad piece. I'm going to be honest with you. That's the one piece in Relentless that I'm going to sell. Actually, because it's Relentless and only because it's Relentless, let me see if it high rolls crit rate. If it doesn't high roll crit rate on the first roll, it's gone. Did not high roll, so it's gone. Pretty okay. Not great. Not great. Very good potential. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try. If I get to the inbox, Brojo, I'm gonna try to chew through it. Meaning, I'm just gonna talk a lot less and go through the gear that's remotely decent. Roll it if it needs to be rolled, and there's a lot of shit and 3-star, 4-star in there that can be quickly sold. Hit speed again. Hell yeah! Oh my god! Let's hit speed again. Hit speed again. It's not high rolls, but it's a freaking triple over 20 speed on Relentless. That is that's probably a god tier piece just because of that. Okay. Especially for like a ninja. Wow, a lot of potential here. Okay, let's do that. Yep. I think that's smart. Let's that rolled really well. Really well. Hit speed again. If I keep hitting speed though, I'm gonna go through Relentless because maybe I'm on a lucky streak. Okay, I didn't. All right. So we'll I'll look through rare. Ooh. Yep. Gentle on the speed boots for sure. I just want to see this and then I'll move on from Relentless. High roll. It did high roll. Same stat, high roll. Okay. I would probably keep that because it's Relentless. It's full synergy there, even though it's subpar that it's rare. I'm going to go very easy on Savage as well. This is not a great piece, but it's something. That's got attack percentage and crit damage, leaving it. That's got crit damage, leaving it. That's not good enough. No synergy either. Attack percentage and crit damage, leaving it. HP and speed, Magnar maybe. Crit rate, double, bad double, but until you have a better defense helmet, leaving it. Not enough synergy and bad rolls. Getting rid of that one. A tiny bit of synergy. Let's see how that one rolls. Actually, okay, yeah. That's now okay for an HP nuker. Very okay. Very, very okay. Since I'm doing the gear cleanse, let's see how this goes to 12 and evaluate that. Okay, so synergy, we'll keep it. We're already going to keep it. It has even more synergy now. Even though a flat stat is not desirable, if it matches the percentage stat, that gives you 2 ways to glyph it on the piece. Keep that in mind. Just pure speed with resistance, not enough in Savage, in my opinion. Very, very nice piece. Terrible. Not good enough. Accuracy, I rarely build accuracy in Savage just because you can't specialize in both. And this just bad synergy with a bad roll on a flat stat. You only got 1 attack percentage chest play, so I'm going to leave it. That's pretty terrible. And it's 5-star. I'm going to get rid of that. Nice. Ooh. That looks like a Magnar that might need speed boots. No synergy at all. Going to get rid of that. Trucking right along. Let's get this train down the road. I do not like that that's 12, but let's see what it goes to at 12%. Let's see what it goes to at level 12. I want it to hit one of the ones that already hit. Okay, nice. That'll work. 2 off of max. I don't like this piece. Not good enough. 16 speed, keep it. Nope. Very low. No, very, very low. Nope, low. Terrible. No, 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 no. Not enough synergy or value. Like what? This is just not good enough. No matter what it rolls on 12, is not good enough. Not with a 5 on a 6-star piece. No, I don't know of anywhere that it's used besides Scarab at all. There's a couple different champions. You can't put Cold Heart in it. You could put any champ like a Vergis that you use to try to solo and destroy. But no, this is a pretty meh set. But I'm trying to quickly look at it for both reasons, offset reasons and inset reasons. And a lot of these pieces are just not good. That's terrible, 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 terrible. Good enough to use. Crit damage useful on Armiger and Cold Heart. Defense and speed and resistance useful on Vergis. You need speed to be doing that solo stuff, and this is not it. Doesn't if it have resistance and crit damage and no speed, maybe it only has one thing besides non-speed that you need. Defense is too easy to get. Also not great. No, not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. I'll roll that one. It's a legendary. And I think it's 1 off of 18 is max crit rate on a 5-star piece, I believe. If it hits crit again, you might keep it. No, it's gone. Not enough. 4 speed, 5 HP, just not enough. Not enough value. Not enough value. Oh God, terrible values. Not enough value. Not enough value. Maybe. We really probably wanted to hit crit though. Or maybe high roll speed twice. It didn't either, so it's gone. That could be a very okay piece. Double something, preferably speed. Nice. Woo. Very nice. Let's see what that does at 12. Actually, no, I'll leave it. I'll leave your silver because at 12 you're keeping that anyway, almost definitely for now. No. Bad rolls, not enough value. 13 speed with it's just not good enough. Literally, this is better. Also not good enough. That one, the blue one, is better. Defense is going to be like on the Vergis, so he doesn't need accuracy, and speed is a low roll. We're going to get rid of that. That has a lot of potential. Where'd it go? Excuse me. Wow, imagine a triple speed here. Okay. Both of those, all this useful for both Armiger and Cold Heart. Please don't hit resistance. That's all I ask. Awesome. Awesome piece. No, not enough synergy. Not enough value for a rare piece. This is terrible, terrible synergy. That one's gone. Not enough value or synergy. No. No, because 4% and 4 speed. No, just terrible values. 5-star rare. Intriguing. That's kind of in the vein of defense percentage boots that you could keep a couple of. Please don't hit flat HP. It's not worth it. The reason it's not worth it is low speed, low crit rate, mid crit damage. And it hit the wrong stat first. It could hit it again. We can be really picky with those boots. If this doesn't triple, I think you're getting rid of it. If it triples speed, it has some value. No. It's just not good enough. Remember, you want crit, and speed, ideally, and it only had one of those things. I think it was resistance, HP, and speed. It's not enough if it doesn't triple speed. I want to see if it hits crit rate. If it doesn't hit crit rate first, it's gone. It did? No. Didn't double, so it's gone. I was thinking like an HP nuke or offset piece. Good enough. Not good enough. No. Too low values in subs and main stat. Offset maybe. I'll leave it as a speed boot. We're going to go over speed boots after. Probably not anymore, to be honest. It's okay to keep speed boots and be easy on speed boots, and I don't think I'll have time to go back. Not enough value in what it is. Same thing. Same thing. Speed, I'll leave that. No speed. No, we're not going to remove it. That's also, it's very low, but like there is some synergy for that champion. No, it's not good enough on a rare piece. Not good enough on a rare piece. Okay, enough to keep for now. No, you need speed or defense. Like you don't really need crit rate on HP gloves, and you definitely don't need resistance in this set for much of anything at all. Like that's some major end game shit if you're building someone in stun with a lot of resist. Value's just not there. Keeping. Value's not there with 2 flat stats and a really, really low. Could be there. We kind of want it to hit crit rate. This is maybe like a faction war type boot right here. Crit damage. Okay. I really don't want it to hit resistance. Of course it hits resistance. I'm going to stop saying things like that. I'm going to leave it. Faction wars. I think there's a use case for it. No. Because 2 singles. Possibly. No. A little bit of synergy, but not great synergy. No. Actually, check when you roll toxic. One of the most useful situations for toxic, other than soloing, is had to roll the 1 stat. Let's see what it rolls on 8. One of the most useful areas for toxic is clan boss for champions that don't do poison to add a little bit more. Obviously, with using Ratman, you can't use it, but that's not to say down the road you don't change your team. I have my Eris built in this. And if you have speed on it, roll speed because, for example, in the comp, I need Eris to go really fast. So having even doubles, but definitely triples in speed on this set could make the piece worth it, even if the other stats don't have great synergy. I'm going to roll it to 12, but I want it to double something. Actually, I want it to double crit rate. If it doesn't double crit rate, I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, it didn't double and it low rolled. Yeah, but remember, we're not just looking for a stat that will be good for Ultimate Death Knight. We're looking for a stat. We're looking for a piece, an artifact that brings multiple, at least 2 areas of utility to Death Knight, not just 1. And like, while you can be gentle, like, no, we don't want attack like for a Death Knight. And it's 5-star. Keep that in mind. That's a decent piece. Just because of what it rolled and you already glyphed a little speed onto it. Not enough value there or synergy. There he is. No, not enough synergy. Not enough synergy. 12 speed is just nothing to write home about. Not enough synergy and not enough value. 6-star rolled to 10. That's terrible. That's quite good, mostly because of the speed. Not enough synergy. 2 singles on a rare we talked about. This is just bad. That's such low values on that shield. We're getting rid of all the 5-star rare. Yeah, I think so for now. Mostly offset piece, possibly like you said, Death Knight type of thing. I really don't think so. You just don't need resist. Like you said, Death Knight, but he doesn't need crit rate gloves and he doesn't need attack percentage, so I think that one's a no-go. This has much higher potential in my opinion. 1 roll on resistance, which is still not necessarily that useful, but this is something Death Knight could use if you gave him crit rate gloves, which again, you probably won't, but this is a more useful glove in my opinion. No. We'll check for speed on these gloves. That's really it. Just see if we get it double, triple. I'll roll one more time, see if it hits speed. If it does, we'll go to 12. See if it hits speed. It does not, so it's gone. It's okay. But no, because you said go hard on 5-star. It's not good enough if we're going hard on 5-star. You can farm some better stuff than that. Not good enough. It's 5-star, meaning the main stat value is going to be a lot lower than if it were 6-star, and it only rolled once on crit rate. We don't really care about accuracy too much in this set. There are exceptions, but look at this piece. You know what I'm saying? 5-star rare piece. We don't care about accuracy that much. I can see a use case for that if it hits resistance again at 16. I do not see use case for this. That's a pretty bad combination of substats. There's definitely a use case for that as an offset piece and possibly an inset piece. So let's roll this to, please don't hit resistance. Okay. Okay. Kind of want to see a triple, but also could see crit rate. That's good enough. I think it's good enough. Not enough value in the subs. Not enough value in the subs. It's interesting that it got a triple, but I don't think so. Even as an offset piece, I don't really see this. The other substats, not enough synergy. Really low values. The values are too low. I will check for the speed, as I mentioned, but other than that, if it doesn't hit speed, pretty much at 4 and 8, it's trash. Okay, it did hit it there. Go ahead and at least give us 14. It did. Okay. That's not great, but it's 14 speed on a usable main stat chest plate, so I'm going to leave it. 5-star with no. If it hits crit rate both times, I'll keep it for now, but I really don't think this is that good either. If it hits 12, okay, 13. That's like meh, but because you're kind of low on boots in this set, I'm going to leave them. I love Provoke. I don't think that piece has enough value as a rare. I'm going to leave speed for now because this is a tough set to get builds in. I don't see enough value in that piece. Check that one for speed. Nope. Not enough value if it doesn't hit speed. I will see if it hits speed at 8. I mean, we've been making a ton of silver. Actually, had about 20 million, and we're at 26.6. Nope, gone. If it doesn't hit speed at 12 on this helmet, I'm ditching it. This is not synergy at the moment, but speed could outweigh the synergy a little bit. Maybe this could hit like 11. There you go. So that piece is interesting now. I think if it doesn't hit speed or HP again, then it's just a trash at 16, unfortunately. Wow. Please triple speed. Please triple speed. Nice. Wow, that's an awesome piece. Can I have this piece, please? Please? Wish you could. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel that. But I also kind of like going through at least my own gear and doing it one by one. Not enough value as a rare piece. Not enough value as a rare piece. Not enough value as a rare piece. Okay, but I want to see that hit speed again at 12. Nice. That's a pretty decent piece now, I think. That wasn't even the piece. That was a different piece. That's funny. Can this hit speed too? No. I think this is too dispersed across the substats. I think we get rid of that one. This is a lot better of a piece. This one I would like to hit. I really don't care about resistance, especially for you right now. Of course, it's resistance. Sorry, I exited out kind of quickly. I'm gonna go to hit speed now. Hit speed at 10. Okay, it's gone. You need speed in this set. This is kind of like one of those sets where you need to cycle back to your turns to get the use out of the set. Otherwise, there's no point in building the set, and that was not a good offset piece. Let's just see if when we roll it to 4, if it hits one of the crits. 9. Oh my god, I just can't stand 9. No, 9 is terrible. Get out of here. HP. This isn't it for an HP boot. This needs to hit one of the crits to be keepable right now. Okay, it did. This is a much better HP boot in the same set. This is not a good HP boot, even though it has the speed. Just not a great use case for this, in my opinion. You're not going to be using this set with HP boots, really, maybe ever. Also not good value. And where you do use HP boots, it's probably an HP nuker or a Vogoth. I don't see this being, sorry, not that one. Well, the one I sold. I don't see it being on a Vogoth, and it's definitely not going to be on an HP nuker. Not unless you're building an HP nuker with subpar HP gear because you already have all your good HP nuker gear on something else. I think for speed it's fine. It's very subpar rolls, but I think it's workable. No. Hit flat already, not good synergy through the subs at all. There's definitely some there for like a Retaliation Skull Crown or whatnot. Retaliation AoE A1 nuker. Not enough value there as a rare piece. Not enough synergy there. That's low. If it triples crit rate, I'll leave it. No, not good enough value. Not enough value or synergy. These have a lot of flat stats. We'll check for speed on that one. I'm not a fan of that. The values are too low on a 5-star piece. Terrible rolls, terrible synergy. Oh, that's got good potential. Really didn't want it to roll that. That's so probably not useful in this set. Please hit speed. Okay. Hit speed again. That's an interesting piece. I think that's a mediocre piece, but I think it's worth keeping at legendary 6-star. Not enough value in a rare piece. Not enough value in a rare piece. Technically, it has synergy, but like, I take it back. That one might be worth a 12. If it's crit rate or speed, that might be worth keeping for now. Accuracy is not worth it. You get another mystery roll. It could be flat defense. Not enough value. Not enough value. Not enough value. 8. Terrible. 9. Very mediocre. Possible. Where'd it go? It needs to double or it's gone at this point. Okay. I'll see where that goes at 12. Hopefully speed or accuracy at this point. Awesome. That kind of is an okay piece as far as usefulness now. Triple speed. Awesome. Not great value on it being 20, but we'll take it. Speed. There's a use case, I think. It might be a reach, but I'm going to leave it for now. Bad rolls. Good synergy, but bad rolls. I'll check. Let's just see if it goes to speed at 12. No, so we're going to get rid of that. You're outgrowing that kind of piece, in my opinion. Not enough synergy. Not enough synergy or value. Check for crit rate. There is a use case for crit rate in this set for Vrask. At least for Vrask. No. Well, HP is for Vrask as well. So let's see if it hits crit or HP again. Nope. And it's a bad value for defense, so it's gone. No. That's so low. I literally, like, almost on principle can't keep 8 speed. Maybe if it hits speed again. Cool. Not enough value as a rare piece. Same thing. Let me look at that again. Crit rate. I want to see what it rolls at 12 because of a Vrask. A Vrask has use for crit rate gloves. No. Not a good enough value. Yeah, Geomancer's awesome. No, I don't think you want a Geomancer in this. He doesn't really, like, you're not building him for damage, so his AoE 1 is like, meh. That has potential if it puts a lot of love in one of the 2 damage stats. Speed is probably not going to be it because it starts at 4. I don't love 9, but okay. Hit attack again. Go ahead and do it. 9, 8. Oh. Because of the synergy of what it rolled and the main stat, being in a set that does have a use case for attack champions, I will leave it. I'm a little bit torn, but I think the synergy is worth it. That's terrible synergy of substats. That's just not good enough. 15 is terrible. 8 is terrible. 8 is terrible. Like, not enough value. We'll see if that hits speed again. If it doesn't hit speed again, it's not good enough synergy. It did. Okay. Terrible synergy. 10% crit rate's too low, in my opinion. I will see, just because of the use that certain attack champions can have for this set. If it hits crit again, it could hit 16. It did not hit crit again. We're going to sell this piece. That's good enough. This is an okay Vrask piece. I do not think that's good enough. That's good enough. Interesting. That kind of almost opened it up for more variety of damage dealers, not just a Vrask. Vrask can use crit rate, but you don't usually build Vrask with damage, from what I'm aware of. Interesting. All right, moving along. It's possible. Not enough synergy with that low ass roll of HP. That does have synergy, but it needs to not hit the flat stat at all. Roll to 4, don't hit the flat stat. Nice. It's a low roll, that sucks. Flat stat, gone. Looking for either one to double, really. God, it's a mid roll, excuse me. No. Way too low values, no synergy. Not loving this piece, but if it's speed again, it's okay. No. There's some synergy there. Let's see what it rolls on 12. No, not a fan of that at all. I'm going to sell this. Oh, God, that's terrible. If it hits speed or crit, it could be worth it still. Okay. Nice. Nice. That turned around real quick. That has value. No, that does not hit the flat stat. Not great synergy. That has value. Let's go ahead and roll it to 12. If it hits resist, I'm probably going to sell it. I just don't think it's okay. Yeah, that's usable for a defensive nuker for sure. Crit rate or sell it. Not good enough. 5-star with 5 and 6. Not good enough. Good enough for sure. That's interesting. I think that's a keep for now. Not a keep. No. Let's see if we happen to high roll crit rate on the first roll. Otherwise, it's gone. Nope. No subs that make sense for it at all. That's a kind of good piece. It sucks that it rolled attack percentage, but these look like or that one at least looks like it's ready for a fusion event. I don't love that, but it's a speed boot. It's already leveled up, and there is some synergy there. There's some synergy there as well. At least still synergy. If it hit HP again, it would have kind of thrown off the synergy a bit. That's not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. Bad values, bad rolls. Okay, maybe. Need it to hit crit. We need to hit speed again. No, it did. Just making sure. But yeah, we're pretty much selling 5-star rare top row across the board. Nice. 17 speed. Not good enough. Not good enough. Because of resistance, right? Yeah, not good enough. What is this? No. No. Maybe if it hits crit damage again or speed. No. Not good enough synergy to see if it triples a stat. No. Low values. Low values. No. No. Yes. Potentially. I kind of really just like the double resist with speed on it. The accuracy is okay. No, 8 speed, no. I just want to see these. Yeah, I remember those. Nice. That actually kind of does work a little bit because the flat stat is consistent with the main stat. You definitely could want to be stacking HP on Stalwart Champions, and it hit a roll in speed. I'm going to leave that. Not good enough. I think you could still find a use in the optimizer for this kind of glove if it doubles crit rate. I don't want to waste the silver if it does that. So that's why I don't roll stuff to 8 most of the time. I might need to start doing it though because we're mostly making silver and that would save a good amount of time. I'll just see if it triples accuracy or crit damage. That's 2 off a max, and those are the 2 stats we wanted, so no, it didn't triple, but I think that's worth keeping for now. Everything is synergistic for the most part. Not good enough for a rare piece. Good enough. Good enough. No. Let's see how many more. I think I'm going to need to... I'll do one thing to... anyway, sorry, I'm kind of thinking out loud, talking to myself. It's a little bit too much probably to get through, but let's just see. I'm going to keep grinding away at it, see what I can get. Actually, I should have rolled that one 8 because we want a double. Nope. No. 12 that's just not good. Nice. No, not enough synergy. 15, sweet. Damn, I kind of wish it had triple, but I think there's use for that for sure. Ten is not my favorite, but it is usable in the set. I don't think that piece just doesn't have enough value with the way those rolls landed. There's a let's see what that rolls at 12. There's a case for a double accuracy roll, but it kind of needs to have a good roll at level 12. No, it's not good enough. Not good enough. Speed. Crit rate or speed again. Don't want to roll on resistance for this set. Nice. Very nice. Wow. That's a good piece. Wow, the exact same sub, but unrolled in a different order. Oh, triple crit rate. That would be insane. Oh. It's a little bit low, but that's fantastic for Enemy max HP nuker for Hydra. Not enough value. Not enough value unless it hits speed. Yeah, it hits speed. Really, I don't know. That's not true. This one has enough synergy. I think this is a keep in this set. Low speed, low crit damage. That's a no-go. Not enough synergy. That not with this piece with those rolls that needed speed by now. No. Keeping crit rate in this set for now. That's just not good rolls. If it hits speed at 12, or maybe crit rate. Nah, it's low on crit rate. This is not good enough. Not good enough. Just the values aren't there. You're probably not building people in attack chest plates in this set much either. Leaving speed boots for now. Yeah, leaving speed boots for now. Curing speed. Not enough for a rare piece. No. Not enough for a rare piece. Bad synergies. I'm not going to go through just because I got to kind of think about time now. Apologies, but I'm going to leave Cruel and Immortal because those can be kind of big and you can be really hard on those sets. If you're on the fence, just ditch it because you farm so damn much of it. Just be thinking about the type of champions you would build in that set. No, Divine Offense, already roll resistance, get out of here. On a 5-star epic piece, this is not that great of a set really at all. It's actually a pretty shit set, and this is not great values. The 5-star makes it start off at not great values, and it's got a flat stat, so we're going to ditch that. No, because even if it triples crit, that's terrible synergies. Triples crit damage, terrible synergies. No, not in this set. And not as an offset piece either. Speed, maybe. Most of this gear is going to be trash. If you haven't already figured that out, just kind of be aware of that. If it doubles crit rate, we'll roll again. Nope, gone. And it's a bad resistance roll. Like this set's more valuable to me by a lot, but it's not valuable. I will see. Let's just see if it hits crit right at the beginning. This crit rate's just substantially more value than the other damage stats. Nope. No, not good enough even if it lands on crit. No. Crit rate with attack, that's okay. No, not good enough synergy. Just not good enough. If it doubles attack. And ideally 11. Nope. Not enough value. The synergy is there, not enough value. Triple speed on a 5-star piece is not that valuable in this set, even as an offset piece. No. 5-star. You were low on HP gloves, though, so I'm going to leave it. Not terrible synergies. And a 5-star piece. Not enough, even with crit rate. No, it's just bad values on most of these pieces. All right, here we go. This is the juicy one from the classic arena. Please hit speed. Yes. Hit speed again. Yes. No way it triples. Oh, I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to roll it to 16, but this is a very good piece already. 15 is awesome. This is a set. This is as good as speed. It just has the shield, so we give it a shot. Did not take the shot. Gone. This set, like obviously, as with all the sets, offset pieces that are good are fine, but this is like speed. You don't care as long as it has a speed sub. You give it some rolls, but if it doesn't have a speed sub, you can kind of care a lot more. That's good enough. You get the set value out of it. That's not good at all. Definitely keeping speed boots. Probably all of them from this set, the same way you would with speed set, but I'm just going to roll it to 8 and see. Okay, I'd roll it 12. I don't know why I didn't roll it 12 to begin with. I don't love singles, but the main stat in this set makes it a keeper. Not enough value or synergy. There's some value there. Definitely some value there. That's a good piece. Some value there. think we said we were going to keep that earlier, but it's right on the fence for me. Not enough value there. It's 5-star. You don't really want 5-star rare crit damage gloves. Not without speed at 5-star. Not good synergy. Definitely keeping that. I'm gonna leave resilience the same way I let. Well, no. I'm sorry. I was thinking of clan boss sets. I'll kind of go through resilience pretty quickly. Not enough synergy to see if anything triples. I don't think. Rare's got it. Okay, maybe as an offset piece if it doubles one. Let's see. Kind of want crit more than attack, but a double. Sweet. It's low though. Let's see if the stat at 12 is consistent. With it being low, if it's not consistent, yeah, it is. Okay, so that's the faction war piece. You were mentioning that earlier. Values aren't there, too low. All these 5-star rares are gone. Especially in this very easily farmable set. Probably the 6-stars are gone too. Not enough. Let's see if it high rolls speed. No. Instead, it mid-rolled HP. Checking speed. Nope. Even a triple crit rate, the stats aren't good enough. Triple on a 5-star, meh. We'll check speed. Not going to check speed. The other stats are too bad. Terrible stats. Not enough synergy, I don't think. That has maybe something with shit. It's up here now. I need to check that helmet too. I don't love crit damage as the other stat, but that's some pretty decent value for those stats. Really just wanted to hit speed. That's all I care about. Nope. There's another one with speed. Okay. I'll give it to 12 to hit speed again. Not feeling this song, sorry. There we go. I did. Okay, cool. That's not a terrible piece. A pretty good synergy. The resistance is mad, but at least at some point you'll be building more resistance stats. Looking for one of the crits. No 4s are allowed, only 5s. And that's a 4 and it's not on crit, so it's gone. Not enough. All the 5-star rare, not good. I'll check the gloves on 5-star rare, but the top, like we said, the top row are gone at 5-star rare. There's synergy there. There's actually a lot of synergy there. Let's see what rolls at 8. All of this goes together. Probably speed would be good here. That's fine. That's synergistic. Not a great inset piece, usable inset, but a really good offset piece potentially. No, not with attack percentage. There's not enough synergy there to ignore attack percentage. That could be really good if it hits speed, even though it's rare. Nice. Please double speed, please. Awesome. Let's see what it does at 12. I was gonna say defense. That's really good piece now, especially for a rare. Not enough values. Okay, synergy. Not enough values. Terrible. Not enough value. Because this is a Faction Warsy type piece and set, not that the set's only good in Faction Wars, it's just like not a set that people go out of their way to build, I don't think. If it doubles speed, then we see if the 12, nope, okay, gone. If it had doubled speed, I would have seen if it rolled a crit or something on 12, and then it might be okay for somewhere like Faction Wars where you can be really slow. But this is not a set you're going to take into PvP unless it is your only option on an attack champion. Speed boots are okay, but those sub values are just not there, and they don't match the set at all. Terrible. Not looking for these boots, even if they double crit damage. No. See how much perception you got. Yeah, we can blow through perception real quick, I think. Perception is kind of easy to find good pieces in. Not enough synergy on that one to me. Nice. Or at least potentially nice. There's some potential there. I don't want that piece to hit resistance, though. This one I'm going to roll to 8. I'm going to start rolling the pieces that have kind of a good 3 substats to 8. 18% is workable. Yeah, that's a decent piece, actually. Rolling this one to 8-2. Hopefully it doesn't hit resistance. Nice. Oh, it was a bad value, so no, we're going to sell that. Perception's too easy to come by, and this is a weapon. We're harder on weapons. That's the same piece, just higher values. Yeah, much better. 13 and 13. One off a max. Please hit one of these. Hit one of these. Nice. That's a good piece, too. We'll try for a triple resist. If it doesn't hit resist, though, it's probably moving on. Was I prophetic? Oh! Wow, that's awesome. Like, honestly, in a set that gives you some speed boost from the set, and this, 2-piece set at that, that's a lot of resist with it giving you 40. So literally you get like 2 pieces of this gives you 40 accuracy, and then you get 40 resist on this piece. HP is synergistic with that. Crit damage is just kind of there, but that's a nice triple. That's just not enough. Both of those are synergistic with the set, just not enough. That's more so enough, but let's see what it rolls it. Now, you know what? It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. There's too much. That's okay. No, not nearly enough. That's okay as well. You threw a little glyph at it. No. We're just not dealing with a 5-star with flat. Maybe. This would be awesome if tripled speed. Come on with the 4s. Don't give us another 4. 5 at least. I think 14 speed is worth keeping on a 5-star piece than that. That might be like a faction war type piece. No way. No, we're not doing, even in this set, we're not doing the 5-star rares. Nice. Quite nice actually, just because of the triple of a decent stat. That one's worth seeing if it triples any of these, but we probably don't want it to do anything but triple. I guess it could hit just 3 rolls on these two. Wow. Nice. That works. Not good enough. Looking for a triple, roll it to 8. If it doesn't double, it's gone. Nope. Don't want this piece to be in singles, so. That piece has some synergy for sure. Nice. Triple. It's all right. Decent nuker piece. Versatile nuker piece at that. Nah, not with flat defense. We got too much accuracy and resistance rolls just in what we've done tonight. Not enough for a rare, not enough for a rare. Same. That's just not it. 2 on flat defense. That's not good. Not enough values. Too low. That's okay. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Just no. I don't know why I clicked on that, to be honest. No. Too low. No. Oh, we got 5-star rares again. I guess let's check for crits or for crit or accuracy. Nope. We're moving now. This gear cleanse is wrapping up. I don't like crit rate being at 5, which is low, and this one being at mid, so we're just not even going to roll that one. No, crit rate's very low. No, not enough. Maybe if it hits only speed and resist. Whoops, not that one. If it's flat HP, we're, getting rid of it. Nope, not enough. It's a good amount of HP, but it's just not enough in this set. Like, not enough value in that piece to keep it. I'll check. If that one rolls a damage stat or accuracy at 12, that could be a Faction Wars type piece. Not resistance, though, because it's not going to roll anything else on that resistance. That's okay. There's some very low speed, but there's some synergy between having resistance and accuracy on this set. That's terrible values. I don't want to roll that. Terrible values. That piece is really not good as well. Way too low on speed. I don't think we try for a triple accuracy. Well, it's perception. Let's try for a triple accuracy. If it doesn't hit accuracy exclusively, though, this piece is not worth it. Nope. Oops. No. Actually, try that one for another triple resistance with HP percentage on the same piece. No. Speed, not enough for it to be singles. Boom, boom, boom. We really only want speed on this piece. We sure as hell don't want resistance. Resistance. We sure as hell don't want defense. Then there it is. Yeah, we already said that those are pretty good gloves in the set. Wow, that has some potential as well. Ooh, really good. I kind of hope it doesn't hit flat attack, but even if it does, it doesn't ruin it. Ooh, hit speed again. Yeah, well, there it goes. But that's it. Those are kind of nice gloves. Probably don't want resist on these gloves, but I guess it just doesn't synergize with the attack, really. Hell yeah. I like those gloves a lot. The way that rolled. Maybe you can get speed on the last one if you're lucky. No. Not those ones, though. Nice. Accuracy will keep it. Low values. Not interested. Interesting. Not great that they're crit damage. Crit damage is a little bit harder to scale effectiveness at 5 stars, but these substats are okay. Oh, come on, I had to roll that one. If it hits speed, we'll roll again. If not, we're not. Okay. That and double resist is not bad. That's just really low values on the resist. We'll see. Always check the chest plates, kind of almost with any top stat that isn't flat. If it will roll accuracy, no. That has some potential. Nice. Roll it again. This is really good synergy on this piece. I say really good. Crit damage is not needed on all champions, but for the most part, it definitely doesn't hurt. It's not wasted like, attack percentage on a defense champion or something. I know it's an accuracy chest plate in this set, but that's just not good. You'd be better off with the 5-star accuracy chest plate in this set with much better subs. Not enough value. Not enough value. That might have enough value. Please double, though. Nice. That dude, that's almost to the point of crit damage gloves with a double crit rate on them. Getting a double crit rate that's close to max on an attack percentage is be crit damage. That's all right. That's really, really valuable for trying to stack, especially like a slow nuker. No, that's not enough. Even if it doubles crit damage, it's completely wasted on attack, and it's a rare piece. No speed. 5-star is not as interesting with no speed. Low speed like that, also not as interesting. Not a fan of this, but you leveled it to 16. That could be a faction war piece. If it doubles speed, faction war piece. I think I'm going to move to accessories after perception because it's dragging on a bit. No, not interested without double speed. That has potential to be quite good. Actually, I don't see how that's bad unless you don't need accuracy on a champion. In this set, you can always check for multiple speed rolls on attack percentage boots. No, if it doesn't do that, not really interested. Those are the HP boots. This not as interested in. Defense gear is just harder to find, in my opinion, than good attack. That has okay value, but like I said, you can be kind of picky with defense percentage boots because it's just rare that you actually need more than a couple pairs on your account. That's not good, so we're going to go ahead and ditch it. You'll find better defense boots than that. You'll find better attack boots than that. Those defense boots are not it. Those are going to get sold. Keeping speed boots in this set, just not enough fucking value on those. There's value there. Not enough there. Bad synergy. Mediocre to bad synergy. Bad values. No. Because even if it doubles crit damage, it's just not impressive on a 5-star. That I don't like. This one is maybe more okay. I kind of honestly want this one to double flat HP and be like a faction war type boot. Nice. Perfect. That's almost 1,000 HP now for somebody. That maybe is 550. Oh, we want this to double. If it doesn't double, we'll see what the rolls are. Mid, and mid-high. I don't think it's worth it. The set's just not that great. Definitely not good as an offset piece. This one I'll roll to 8. If it hits HP, though, it's going to be not useful enough in the set, and I don't think useful enough outside the set. Yeah, those are mid rolls as well. No, because even if it... No, not interested. Blue, no blue, 5-star. Actually, yeah, that we don't want that to hit resist, but... Oof. Hit crit rate again. Oof. Hell yeah. Low on crit damage, but very good synergy, and that's a helmet. Not enough synergy. Yeah, there's synergy there. I know I'm going a little bit past perception, but I'm just trying to... There's not a lot of this fatal gear here. 11, not thrilled with 11. I don't think that's good as an offset piece, and this set is not fantastic enough to keep that. Only if it hits crit rate. Crit rate again. But this one doesn't have to only hit crit rate. This piece has more utility as an offset piece. 11 though. Shit. No, those values aren't good. That's going to just be a mediocre offset piece now. Too low. Chest plate HP. Maybe an offset piece if it hits crit rate. It really needs to hit crit rate at least twice. No, I'm not even going to fuck with it if it hits flat attack. All right. Yeah, so we're basically at the Forge Pass, which I was going to be like incredibly gentle on as well. So I think I'll leave that to you, and let's go to accessories. You still with me, or did I put you to sleep with my soothing voice? Gear cleansing. Let's check the Godseek real quick because you asked me to, and then so I don't forget. Sure. I'll do that for you. Just work with me because I'm trying to, get in as much as I can and treat you right. But, it's been a while at this point. So I don't know what you don't like about her. Like, that's a decent build, man. And you got like a level 12 on the helmet, which gives her more HP. That's a 6-star piece. That the weapon doesn't really help her unless it gives her a good sub roll. But what is that? 2,600 plus almost 1,300 is like 30. It's almost 4,000 defense. She's very slow. I don't think she needs crit rate. I mean, yes and no. That's good amount of HP for the defense, but it's not like tanky HP. I think if you kind of don't like it or she's not doing well for you, no, the defense is good. That's almost 4,000. Drop the crit and give her, unless you need, I don't know, that you are like dead set on the crit rate, but drop the crit and give her more HP, and that build is good. A little more speed, more HP and more speed, and trade off for crit. That should be easy, probably, especially since you have the optimizer to kind of like actually sift through all your gear, mathematically speaking. So do in Hydra, get that crit out of here and give her more HP and speed in that order. I think a little more speed would be good. But if you're not farming high Hydra or she's not on your best team, then she doesn't need to be super, super fast. What was that like? She actually probably could use, I think she was like around 160. That's pretty slow. So maybe try to give her at least like 190 to 200 speed and see what other HP you can do if you get rid of crit. And then you wanted me to go over Stone Skin and Bolster, right? So, not Bolster, Stone Skin and Protection. You don't have a lot. I'll do it. I'll just go through it real quick. So, Protection is weird. I have used very little Protection, but here you go. You get 20% resistance from one piece. 2 pieces gives you resistance and HP, 15%, which 15% is pretty nice. Then 3 pieces gives you 12% speed. Get to 5 pieces, you get 12% speed again, which is awesome. 4 pieces gives you a 15% chance, which is pretty low, a little bit lower than Relentless proc chance, to protect buffs cast by the wearer. I believe it's 15% every one. So it's definitely not like, oh, if you proc it, all your buffs that you cast on that turn are protected. It's just a 15% chance per buff. Then 30% chance when you have 6 pieces. So this is kind of an in-game thing. So I think that you kind of just evaluate this as individual pieces, as offset pieces. But as far as I'm aware, this is like almost exclusively a support champion kind of set, just because other than getting these little boosts to some random champion when you're using like 1-2 pieces of this set, this, like, when do you have a debuffer or a nuker where you're trying that hard to protect buffs? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a support set. Okay, so how about... Well, I wanted to try to get to... Yeah, we're just kind of running out of time. So I'm not going to go through this. I did give you the overview right there. This one for this set. For Stone Skin, be gentle. What you're looking for, probably accuracy, definitely resistance. You're not looking for speed, but you do want some pieces to have speed. You're just kind of not looking to have every piece have speed. Don't feel like that. It's okay to have pieces with no speed, because there's multiple different types of champions for PvE and PvP that you want to build in Stone Skin with no speed. This one, you can also be easy on things like the main stat on boots, which is very, very weird. Like, you can have a flat HP boot if you're looking for things like resistance or accuracy in the substats, mostly resistance. Just think about, like, the Stone Skin set is usually meant for slow champions that need a ton of resistance, so that even when that Stone Skin chance, 50% chance to block the strip of Stone Skin doesn't work and they do get a chance to strip, you want to resist it. So it's like resist, resist, resist. Then you have things like people will put support champions or damage dealers in Stone Skin. So look for defense nuker pieces, attack nuker pieces, and then look for support. But just remember, the main things I would say is resist, resist, resist. Don't feel like you need speed on every piece, and don't throw away pieces in Stone Skin because they have a flat main stat on gloves, chest, boots. Like, you feel free to send screenshots in the Discord and ask, but you're looking at the substats, because those champions have such specific jobs to do that it's more important to build the Stone Skin set and then give them the ability to resist it. And things like flat defense boots are not ideal, but they might have rolled like 30 resistance on it or something like that, and make your resistance build actually be able to achieve the threshold you need to resist people in something like PvP, or even I've seen people run Stone Skin strats against like hard mode bosses, especially with champions with reflect passives that reflect debuffs or whatnot. And then what was the other thing? HP. You need HP in the set, because the more HP you have, the harder it is to break the Stone Skin. And if you have a really low amount of HP, it will be possible for strong nukers, especially in PvP, to break your Stone Skin before you get a turn, because as I emphasized earlier, a lot of times in PvP, you're not building speed on these champions. So that's kind of the overview for those two. I'm happy to refresh you, in the Discord in the future. But let me... You can sell the bad pieces, so I'm going to look through any interesting pieces. All of this is probably bad. You can evaluate it, though. You know how to do that stuff. Maybe I'll just grab the Hydra stuff real quick. Probably I'm going to honestly treat Hydra like I treated the... is there more Hydra stuff in here? Yeah, you can go through and sell all this stuff that's obviously just silver fodder sitting in here, Forge Pass stuff. So I'll go through kind of like I did with Relentless and just like highlight what I think, like, wow, these are really good pieces, and maybe roll a couple pieces that I think are good. Decent. You got speed and resistance. I don't see a use for that piece. I don't see a use for that piece. I don't see a use for that piece. That's okay enough to keep for now, just because you got really low amount of this gear. That's just not good. Don't even bother with that. Let's just see. I don't know how you would really make use of crit rate, but double speed would be very nice. Sweet. Awesome. Don't even need to roll it to 12. You're definitely keeping that for now. Maybe as an offset piece, but mythical with kind of a bad stat to hit mythical. This could be good as just an offset nuker piece. That seems like a pretty terrible piece, but I don't know. You can decide. We're selling that. There's no use for that. No use for that either, really. That one has potential as an offset piece. Maybe. But I feel like you want these people to be slow, and building the set gives them speed. So, like, not seeing that one either, really. I'm not going to sell a lot, just selling the bad rare pieces. I already saw that. Not really feeling that. No. Probably not. Maybe if it rolls like HP and resistance or all crits would be an offset piece. Maybe. Offset piece, but good. That's bad. That's just bad. There's no use for that piece. Maybe if you triple speed and you're just like looking for a faction warsy type piece, that's speed boots. So speed boots are always a little bit better. Let's look at the stone skin. The stone skin is a much more interesting set. It's for sure the better of the two. So like, that's a good piece. That's a very good piece. Keep that. That could be for nuker. That's a very good piece for a nuker. Mediocre piece, but hey, you might have, I don't know, you might have a stone skin faction war nuker, and if not, you can, one or two sets, give a bunch of resistance, a little bit of HP. Did not mean to close that. If that doesn't roll a couple in crit rate, I would not keep. That's just painfully low rolls on everything. That's HP. It just doesn't synergize with crit damage. That's a pretty bad piece in my opinion. That's a pretty bad piece. Potential, maybe you triple defense, but like you want to see HP in this set or other interesting stuff. Defense is just not as important in this set unless you have HP as well. You feel like you triple crit rate for a nuker or something. If this doesn't triple crit, double. Yeah, okay. It's interesting as a double. At two singles, probably not as interesting. There's potential here because here's an example. You got a little bit of crit rate, resistance, defense, and so crit rate's the odd man out here, but those three synergize. Defensive nuker or gosh, maybe. It's pretty bad. I'd probably ditch that piece. That's pretty fucking bad too. Much better. I know it'd be better if this is HP percentage, but it has HP percentage here, resistance, speed HP. This is a very synergistic piece. That's synergistic as well. Honestly, you probably, weirdly, on this piece, want it to roll a lot of flat HP. That's a very good piece, just in general, offset piece or inset. That's synergistic where it rolled. Let's see if it rolls synergy on, if it rolls crit again. Crit or accuracy are more synergistic than defense. Yeah, that's pretty low rolls, but that could give you a slow stone skin attack. A nuker having these, at least that piece would work for him. You want ideally higher crit rate rolls and you want 6-star attack boots, but at least it's synergy. That there's no synergy on that piece for the set, or I'm going to sell that one. But then this one you probably keep in just in general because it's speed. So let's talk about accessories. I got to wrap it up. This is going to be, I don't know if I can get through all the accessories. Probably not. So let me think how to approach this. I honestly feel like rings are the most complicated thing. So let's do this. Let's go accuracy banners. You want them to have speed. You want them to kind of be 6-star. Oh, no, I don't mind. We can do nexus are almost kind of fun to, let's see. Okay. So crit damage is, I'm not even going to mess with crit damage, to be honest with you, because crit damage is like, you're really just looking for doubles and triples. All of it can work. I'm be honest with you, especially with you farming higher, I think not just new shit. Necklaces, blue, 5-star. Let me just make sure of one thing real quick. Let me make sure you have crit damage in every faction. Okay, so oof. Okay, struggling there. So let me see. I'll do it this way. Wow, the spider has not been kind to you in this specific faction. I think but you just really only have 5-star and blue in this. That sucks. But try not to get hung up on that. That's kind of what you want for an attack nuker. So what I would say is like look for ones that have, because you can't get percentages on the amulets, the necklace. So look for like that's mediocre, but like keep one, I would say, of each. Let's see what this rolls. It's going to be probably, I mean, it could be accuracy, but see what it rolls of HP and defense. But like, it does really help you to min-max damage when you have this stat here, got multiple rolls, and you can glyph it with flat stack glyphs. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. So this is your defense one now. Actually, that could be your defense one too. This we're going to throw away because it did 1 and 1, and you already have a better one in the epic. We're looking for one with HP. We don't need that because you already did that. So you're looking for one with HP now. Ideally, when you get it, you'll put it on your Magnar. Obviously, you're also looking for 6-star because 5-star kind of sucks. But you got to work with what you got. You know what I mean? So I don't think the rings are the most simple. A lot of people act like they are. They just say match the main stat with the substats. But I don't think it's quite that simple, and I'll explain why in a sec. So... Sorry, this is just a little bit complex. I'm trying to think how to... So, like with this faction, getting rid of all of these. Just don't... You got 5-star epics and then 6-star. You really don't want to use the 5-star, but let's see what we get on rolls up to... Okay. So you want to do just clarifying, you want to focus more on like HP and defense. Do you want to talk about attack? Because attack is really just here. I'm going to do this because this is a gear cleanse. I want to explain it to you as well. But like, if you have this level of 5-star stuff and 6-star, we're going to get rid of the blues. Like you got plenty of these right here. The blue 5-star, epic 5-star is not that bad, but blue 5-star is just pretty terrible. You got 3 right here. There you go. Got 2 6-star and 1. I'm only getting rid of 5-star blue right now, and only in factions where you can afford to. I'm going to leave Sylvan because Sylvan's new and you just haven't had a lot of opportunity to farm much gear there. Wow. Okay, so actually, let me see what these are like. Let's roll these. Oops. Get back here, Dark Elves. Attack, yeah, so attack is bomb, or legendary is usable if it triples or quads crit damage. A whale would tell you it has to quad, but I would say there's a use case possibly in certain builds where you have like really good crit damage gloves or a lot of crit damage in the subs that you could use an attack percentage, but that's very rare. I'm just informing you about it. That's very rare. So yes, usually you want attack with triples and quads and accuracy because those are the things you really need. You don't even need crit rate or crit damage on bomb champions. You can build it, but it's much better to have the optimal amulet being attack with a bunch of accuracy on it. 100% across the board. It's considered very subpar, and I just went through this actually and kind of talked through it with somebody who likes bomb champions in my clan and mentioned, should I build the bomb champion I was working on with crits and try to get a decent amount of attack still, or not worry about crits and just shoot attack accuracy as high as attack as high as I possibly can, and then try to hit a threshold for accuracy for PvP. And I ended up agreeing with what he was saying, which is that you want to focus on just attack and accuracy. Both of them need to be really, really high. Crits hold you back from specializing in those things. So with attack, you just want accuracy. With HP, I don't mess with flat defense on HP really at all. I won't throw away a piece that has 2 other good rolls if like the 3rd or 4th roll, is flat defense. But really, I'm just looking for HP ones to roll me doubles, triples, quads in accuracy or resistance. I'm not a huge fan of it rolling both on like a rare piece, but it's perfectly fine to roll both on an epic piece. And then once I get like, let's say several epic pieces that have double accuracy, single resist, then I just compare which ones either have a better 3rd stat or have better value of the rolls that they roll. But like with this one, and I don't mess with crit damage on them really either. Of course, it rolls that. But given that this faction is really sparse, you kind of probably are going to end up keeping this for right now. Let me see what the other one's like. Okay, much better. Please roll it again. It's okay. I don't love it when it singles too, but so now I'm going to go through and look for doubles and accuracy because I didn't get any. Attack I don't want, so that's gone because it's a 5-star rare. It's trash. Only want resist here or it's gone. That's really low resist, but you don't have a lot of options in this faction. That's the difference. Like factions are very different. That's good as far as it can be. Factions are different than sets because sets you can use an offset piece. You can't use an off faction piece. Like this is what you got for the faction. So if it's a shit piece, but it's the best you got, it's the best you got. Again, looking only for resistance, and then if it's not better than the other one, we sell it. So a flat attack, completely useless on an HP banner. You're just not going to put HP amulets on an attack champion. Not useful. Double it. If it doubles it, it's now your bet. That's not a better. So this is a single. Both are better, and it's a 6-star versus a 5-star. So even though that's okay, it's gone because there's a better one, and you don't want to keep a 5-star rare amulet unless it rolls a better substat roll of a stat that you don't have in that amulet. Two singles, also worse. So defense amulets are a blend for me. I really think this is very subjective, but like in how you want to do it, because you can oversimplify it and make it a lot easier to gear cleanse. But in my opinion, you kind of miss out on some potential for some builds along the way until you get that lucky goated god tier piece. But I make them a mix of like crit damage amulet similarity and HP, where I'm like looking for defense much more than attack that have like double rolls and resistance. I don't really ever look for any attack with resistance rolls because you're just not building like an attack amulet is going on a specialized champion that's not built with resist. You could have a defense amulet potentially, like I said, very, very, very rarely you could have a defense amulet that triples or quads crit damage. It would need to be good rolls of it too, not like all low rolls. That then you're like, okay, defense is hard to build on this champion. They're a defensive nuker. It actually works out okay for the defense and crit damage ratio for them to have a defense amulet with crit damage rolls. But again, it needs to be at least 3, if not 4. But besides that, you have the ability to use defense amulets. Unlike attack amulets, you can use defense amulets on support. So then you need things like double rolls and accuracy, trips and accuracy, doubles and trips and resistance, or a combination like with HP of resistance and accuracy. So defense is almost like a little bit of a catch-all. The one that you probably want the least, even though there is a tiny % of the time that you get really lucky rolls, is crit damage on defense amulets. We really don't give a shit about crit damage at all on attack amulets. It can be okay on the other ones, but like really for me with the HP, I'm like, if they're an HP nuker, I'm trying to stack their HP through other means, including banners and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to be putting a crit damage amulet on an HP nuker. I'm probably going to be putting a crit damage amulet on a defensive nuker, but it's just trying to give you the possibilities of what could happen in like an exceptional scenario. But let's keep going through and the factions that look like they can afford it. That one doesn't look great, actually. Let me see. We're going to see if we can find you a better accuracy HP amulet than that, because if we can't, we're going to throw that away. That did not roll well at all. Excuse me. Triple resistance. Nice. That's decent as a 5-star. That's about it, though. Like, as far as what makes a 5-star decent. Only when it's either the best you got or it does something like that, triples. And then I really do need to wrap it up, so I'm going to go quickly over the non-debuffer. Nice. So now you can get rid of this one, because this is just terrible synergy. And you have a better accuracy one here now. So going to banners. And doing HP defense, right? And resistance. Resistance is easy. Resistance, you want speed, and you don't give a shit if it doubles or triples speed, really, what the other substats are. Obviously, there's better and worse other subs to have. Or you want tanky. You can have resistance banners with tanky rolls that don't have speed, but if they don't roll percentages that are tanky and they don't have speed, unless it like triples or quads attack and you maybe hold it because you're like, one day I'll build a resistance nuker, then fine. But it needs to like double or triple or quad HP percentage or defense percentage or a mixture of both as percentages, not as flat stats, or it needs to have speed. If it has all of it, that's awesome. But that's it's pretty simple, I feel like, for resistance banners. Accuracy banners, I think you already understand. It's pretty straightforward. There's a lot of variety of stats, but primarily you want speed on an accuracy banner. And then HP and defense banners is what we have it right now. No, just absolutely not. Yeah, not good synergy here, but these two and that third one kind of synergize. So because you're like low on that right now, so like something like this, it has to hit all speed, because like otherwise you're going to get almost no utility out of a defense banner that's just flat defense and no more. You want it to have defense on the banner, the same as an attack banner. Treat defense and attack banners like the reverse of each other, the same. You don't need to treat defense banner necessarily like a tanky banner, because 99% of the time, if you have a support that just needs to be tanky, they're going in an HP banner. They're not going to go in a defense banner. Defense banners are for defense champions most of the time. So why did I do that? Sorry. If this doesn't hit speed on the first one, it did. Okay. It needs to hit all speeds. No. So given that you're low on gear, I know I just said it needs to hit all speeds. Bear with me. Because you have very few defense banners, I will see one more time if it rolls speed, because then you might just put on somebody just for the speed. But if it doesn't roll speed on 12, it needs to go. It did not. That's a terrible assembly of substats now. So it's gone. With HP banners, if I didn't talk about it, HP banners need HP on them and speed. I think that's really damn near about it. Like there's no use at all that I can think of. Like, as I say that, let me think of one. The only time I can see you using an HP banner that has any amount of like attack percentage substat rolls is on someone like Coldheart. That's just so squishy. But again, I know that Coldheart's usually going to be using an accuracy banner. That's why I'm saying the only thing I can even think of in a 1 in a million scenario is putting it on a champion that is incredibly squishy, and you're just desperately trying to get HP on them, and you can afford to do that on the banner, and you can't find it in the subs. Or maybe they need the flat HP because their HP is so bad base that it doesn't scale. But other than that, like, you're literally just looking for speed and HP percentage. Yeah, but that's correct. But that's not a thing to apply to all banners. That's a thing to apply to only undead, because that's the only place where there's a champion like that. Yeah, I think like with Rhodos, HP ring with attack percentage substats, good. HP banner with attack percentage substats, good. Very good. So you're right about that, but like that's a specific scenario, kind of like close to 1 in a million because of the type of champion he is and the fact that most players probably don't have him, that you know that about him in that faction, but all other factions, if there's not a version of Rhodos in that faction, then that's not applicable, if that makes sense. But no, I think I would, like I said, I would put him in. I mean, if you don't have that, if you don't have an HP banner with attack percentage, you might go back and forth between what has better substat rolls, your HP banners or your attack banners. Both of them help him. But ideally, you want him in an HP ring with attack percentage substats and an HP banner with attack percentage substats. Real quick, before I wrap it up, the reason I say rings to me are the most complicated is because you have a variety of use cases for rings. Yeah, but I think don't people usually just like shoot the moon with his HP? I don't think people try to build a lot of attack on Mountain King, but I could be wrong about that. No, you're good. Yeah, this is the first time, so it's like, you know, the first time doing a gear cleanse for someone else on stream. It's all good. It's a learning experience. I'll go back and kind of chew on it and evaluate how it went and all that. But just trying to kind of make sure I take care of you and your account. But on the rings real quick, and I'm going to wrap it up. Unless you're desperate in a faction for rings, like really bad, like maybe your Sylvan right now looks terrible. Attack rings need to have attack percentage, like the majority attack percentage substat rolls. You really don't care about defense percentage because usually it's better if you need defense, get a damn defense ring for an attack champion because that flat defense is going to scale better than defense percentage substats in their ring. Usually you got to work with what you got. So always remember to cross-reference what you have in that faction. And let's say you have a triple on defense percentage in an attack ring, and that's your only triple on defense percentage in the whole faction. Maybe hold on to it. Barring that scenario, the general rule of thumb for me is attack rings, like with an attack main stat, need to have doubles or trips in attack percentage. The next best one for them to have is HP percentage. It's okay if they have flat defense if they roll that, because by the same token that a defense ring is more helpful, flat defense is often okay when you're trying to min-max attack champions and you're trying to push their damage with damage main stats, but you need to get a little bit of defense in someone like an Allure. You know, for an in-game Fire Knight team, it's actually easier to boost our defense because it's so damn low with flat defense and glyphing it. So the reason I say that is because attack main stat rings need to have matching substat because they really only benefit attack champions. Every other ring benefits every other type of champion. Okay, HP champions benefit from HP rings. HP champions benefit from defense rings. They're not created equal, but they benefit from both. Same with defense champions. A nuker, it's same as with an attack, is obviously going to want a defense main stat ring, but they will benefit from an HP main stat ring as an attack nuker will benefit from an HP main stat ring. So let's say you have no attack, because this can happen. Accessories are weird and the RNG is weird. You could go for a long time in a faction, you pulled a S tier nuker and you don't have any attack rings with attack substats. You can use on a nuker an HP ring with a double or triple in attack percentage. That may be the best option you have, and at least they benefit from that HP main stat. Also, you can build them with a defense ring that, you know, maybe it rolled attack percentage. You're like, but this is a good ring. It's got good subs. I'm going to give it another roll, and it doubles attack percentage. Then maybe you go, okay, well, it doubled. Let's see if it triples, and it triples. So now you have a defense ring with triple in attack percentage, and that's the best attack ring you have for your nuker. You're starting to get what I'm saying? Why it's a little bit complicated? Ideally, you have a triple or better attack percentage on an attack main stat ring for your attack-based nuker. Ideally, you have a ton of HP on an HP ring for your HP champion or for your support. But there are ways that you have, like, if you throw away all rings for defense that don't have a defense main stat, then you miss out on the chance for that double or triple in attack percentage or HP. That's how I cleanse it. I know that some people that are farther along the road, you know, of playing Raid cleanse differently, but yeah, exactly. Your Jorgid, you pretty sure has an HP ring or something. You got to work with what you got. That's what makes rings complicated to me, because someone like Rhodos is a specific example that you know ahead of time he could use that HP ring with attack percentage substats because of the nature of his kit and how he scales from both things for his damage, and he builds his own HP and all this stuff. So you want to help him boost his HP at the start so it gets huge as he builds it. But most of your attack nukers are going to want attack rings with attack percentage substats. Duh. Most of your defense are going to want defense rings with defense percentage substats. Like, that's pretty straightforward. But there is a crossover, like I said, where the only main stat that only benefits one type of champion is attack main stat. All the other ones benefit everybody. Sometimes an HP ring or a defense ring with attack percentage substats, as I said, may be desirable on that attack champion. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I'm going to wait for, kind of maybe some closing remarks from you. I'll look at these rings for a sec. I'm throwing this away. A good potential there. What I talked about, but I only want to see it hit attack percentage to keep it. So like this one needs to hit attack percentage because it's the most useless for other non-attack champions main stat. There you go. Once it hits like a double though, I'm a little bit, okay, so I'll give it a triple. If it hits attack again, that's perfect. It didn't. So I'm not a huge fan of this ring now. Now what I'm going to do is go see like what attack rings you have in this faction because you need to keep that in mind. This is not better necessarily. This could be better. Okay. Oops. So this is now your best attack ring. Just purely based on attack because this has got 12%. That one's got 14%. This one you already kind of don't need because you got a better ring right there. This can only roll 13, so I'm going to sell it. Cool. So, feel free to reach back out to me with questions. Because I do want to help. This is not just like a service or whatever, you know what I mean? Like a part of a business or something. Like I want to help. And it's really just that I don't have enough time to help everybody for free. But I was happy to help you, am happy to help you in the future. So feel free to come back, ask for a refresher on something, be like, is this the type of ring you were talking about keeping? Any of that type of shit. So like this, let's see if it doubles HP. It did not. So I don't like this ring at all anymore. This ring is like all over the place. Defense, HP, and then flat attack. But anyway, that's the idea. I'm going to give you your account back, dude, and wrap this up. Let me switch to that and log out so you can have your shit back. I'm going to collect all your rewards that we literally collected, every single one. Your playtime rewards. And then got to log out on my player and play, so give me 1 sec. Don't try to log in yet. All right, you're good to go. Probably not a whole lot needed to be said. Thank you for hanging out and making this an interactive thing. Hopefully, I feel confident I helped you both understand and also clean up your account quite a bit. Sorry is not quite the right word because I did the best I could, but I wish I got into a little bit more gear, but I did what I could with the time. Next time, if I either build on it or maybe if I ever cleanse your account again, I'll be able to go a lot faster because you'll start to get the building blocks and I won't be explaining as much. But, I just made the best of what I could. Hopefully it worked out well for you. And anybody who maybe watched and lurked in the background, didn't chat a lot, thank you for being here. Hope you learned something as well. Anybody who watches this VOD later, it's kind of an impromptu stream thing. It's not like a scripted video where I went back and cut out my ramblings and, maybe my not as great explanations, but hopefully you're able to get something from it as well. And I will probably be putting out a YouTube video that is more concise and a little bit better formatted on gear cleansing. But I wanted to start out with this, and Brojo reached out to me and needed his account cleansed. So I figured I would do it live, be able to interact with him. He would be able to learn some stuff, ask some questions, give feedback, tell me about his account, what he needs. And that could be a learning experience for people that could watch it later. So appreciate you guys. Good luck gear cleansing and happy raiding.